Hello.
What up?
Can I talk about this for a second?
No.
It's awesome. I'm going to talk about it for 2 minutes. This is beautiful. What is the name again?
Modus Morone.
Morone. Modus Morone. Thank you so much. Look at this amazing piece of. Look at this. It's a pin. It's beautiful. It says caution on it.
I'm so glad I turned autofocus off.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. I'm trying to look more like AJ right now. Is it working?
Good evening. I will be your stewardess for the evening.
I was like, how did we're on a plane now?
Yes.
Look away, look back again.
All right. So, hang on. Where's the I don't think it's working.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear it? I don't know. I can't hear it.
Can
But hopefully you
I
can.
hear nothing.
What?
What's happening?
Maybe
Hold
I
on.
have to turn it
I
up.
have to get my gum out of my
I don't
ears.
know. Hi! There's supposed to be
everybody.
a little bit of background sirenscape. I'm going to turn that up a little bit and see if people can hear it. But if not, there's volume on your things. If like chat can hear it and you all can't, then there's volume on those. But I'm not really hearing it either. So anyway, welcome back. We are GeekSpaceTV, and I am not Tyler. Still, Tyler is still totally not locked in a trunk. He's in Hawaii, and those pictures are totally not stock images. They're actual things that are happening. I am told there are pictures on his Twitter. At any rate, I haven't looked.
There's mountains, forests.
It could be any mountains.
I think technically they're volcanoes.
Aren't we all?
With liquid hot
No,
magma?
no, I'm a firework.
Baby!
I
That's like
can't
in my
Oh
head.
goodness! I am actually Anna Geeks. I am I am the world for this studio. No, I do everything behind the scenes here for GeekSpaceTV, just about, except for the graphics and the lawyering. There are other people for that. And I also broadcast on my own Twitch partnered channel, twitch.tv/AnnaGeeks or AnnaBananaGamingCabana.com if you prefer.
Do you still
I
have
do
worst
prefer.
name on Twitch.com?
No, I let that one go, actually.
Well done.
While I still had it, it was still directed at G33KGRRLY_gaming. But I wasn't going to pay $25 a year for that if I don't need it anymore.
When you did have that,
Okay,
though,
mate.
I want you to know that when I found that out, that was like you became the coolest person in the world. That was
thanks.
like one of the coolest things. Like that's so funny and
Oh,
wonderful. I love it.
fail forward.
I call it succeeding retroactively.
Oh, that's good. We're gonna do a lot of that in a bit.
Yeah.
We are obviously not playing Exalted tonight because Tyler is totally not locked in a trunk. What we are playing is.
Now I have a question. Can they hear that, or is like literally the Joker outside? Is Cesar Romero's Joker outside of the window, hopping on cars, trying to get my attention to come fight him because I am the knight?
I had thought earlier that perhaps I had
I'm just-
heard small voices, but then I did not want to tell anybody.
I,
The last time I told anyone, it was very unfortunate for me.
I'm just saying, every party has that guy.
Every party. It's
true.
true.
I believed you until I heard that. Aw.
That's why they invited you.
Party pooper.
Every party is a pooper, and that's why they invited you.
No, he is a farter.
Why
Oh, he's
people
a farty pooper.
He's a fart.
farter?
An agent of fart.
Agent of fart. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are playing Spychedelic
It'll make
Agents of Groove. You guys gotta pose. A vaguely Austin Powers Get Smart inspired spy RPG using a system that I hesitate to call the agency system. I feel that it would be a disservice to the agency. And yeah. The agency, however, is a very narrative-based RPG where it is much more collaborative storytelling than like Dungeons and Dragons. You are able to give more agency to the players. See what I did there? And speaking of the players, do we want to do a quick round again of who everyone is?
Hello. My name is Lizzie the Bird. I am playing Fanny Ryder. At the moment, she is posing as a hell of a bottom cartel. In her, in the everyday life, she is the much beleaguered wife of this gentleman. And right now, she is posing as the much beleaguered wife of that gentleman right there.
You really like Americans.
I do not like Americans.
Are you afraid of Americans?
I am afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of their words. I'm afraid I cannot help it.
All right, we got a little too real for a moment. Let's move on.
That was a David Bowie reference.
Okay.
What up, y'all? My name is Algernon Bolden, and today I am playing Brother John Love III, who is playing the mysterious Racer Malcolm X right now.
Is that the full name?
Yes, the
Like I
mysterious
produced the
Racer Malcolm
mysterious
X.
Racer Malcolm. I miss the mysterious Racer Malcolm X.
I'm Andy Solorzano, and I am playing as my character is called Just in Time. He's usually just in time as well because he's a stunt car driver man who's now a spy again, and he used to be. But right now I'm incognito as Dustin Slime, the supervillain.
Hey, my name is Drunkly Romantic. I am playing a character named Mumford Saint Royale. But I'm secretly going undercover as Asterisk, the husband of the mysterious... What was it again?
The mysterious Racer Malcolm
The
X.
mysterious race of Malcolm X. And that's...
Is it Rex Manning Day? Oh, no, that's what he said.
I love his semen. It's the group that he's with. It's the group that he's with. He's with the semen group. I'm not that wrong.
You are remembering
Look,
very
do not
quickly.
be intimidated by powerful semen.
Yeah, slime.
You are Aster Risque.
Asterisk. I like that better.
According to chat.
That's good. Thank you.
I'm not
Okay,
sure if
but
you
I
have your
don't
hand
think
up because
that's
you
not
want to
been a
say
quote before.
something, or because of your cigarette.
My cigarette ever lit, ever ready.
Right.
Much like the fister.
Yeah.
That I
Organized.
am.
Yeah. And of course, I am GMing this insanity. We've established there were never any rails. We think we saw some rails, but I'm pretty sure they were a fiction.
They fell off.
Yeah,
They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. I think they once might have existed, but they've long since gone extinct
They
on
just
this
walked.
channel.
He walked out.
And a couple of quick orders of business. We are a non-profit broadcasting studio, so but that doesn't mean that people don't get paid. We have to pay everybody in this room, and we happily do so. This is kind of like a pilot episode for this show, in that, like, if there's enough interest, this show could.
Again,
It's
Caesar.
Caesar.
Caesar Romero.
Turn it down. You are at an 11. I need you at a 4.
I really hope that chat can hear that guy.
Yeah.
Oh no,
They
they
can.
can. They can.
Okay.
They've
great.
commented.
Good.
That's great.
I enjoy their reactions.
So yeah, if you want to see this show, we need to be able to afford to add another show, which we haven't quite done yet. But that's not to unduly pressure anyone. I'm just letting you know, like, viewership. So if you want to hit that share button, hit that host button, we really appreciate that stuff, because that matters in this as well. What else have we got? We're doing a brunch broadcast tomorrow morning at, let's see, it's 15 hours from now. Starts 15 hours from right now.
What
So
time
do
is
some
15?
simple math. And what's that?
I refuse to do math. I
Okay.
have people for that.
Well, you are also in this time zone, so I can say 11 a.m., excuse me, Pacific time. 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Are you going to sleep
Very
before then?
Pacific time.
Specifically specific.
So it is 2 o'clock
No, specifically
Eastern,
Pacific.
and who cares about the rest
Yeah.
of the world?
Also, I do want to say, special thing tomorrow if anyone's gonna be in
Yeah.
Seattle and stuff. Tomorrow's local comic shop day. So whether you're in Seattle or not, support your local comic book shops. But if you are specifically in Seattle, go check out Outsider Comics over in Fremont. Actually, at 7 o'clock, I'm going to be GMing a game of Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers. I think I dropped the link to the event page on Twitter. So go check out my Twitter, _cat189. It's somewhere on there. Game with me.
BP Phantom says, admit it, Anna, you just occasionally say a situation and they run with it? Yeah, I do. Have you seen these people? I know who I'm working with. It wouldn't matter how much planning I did.
It's true, though.
I do wish I had had time for a little bit more planning, I'll be honest. But I am also, so everyone knows, I am also running behind the scenes. So if you see any technical issues or whatever, let a moderator know. They will be able to let me know more directly with one of the 12 devices that I have in front of me right now.
Seriously, she has like a little command center right now.
You
Well,
refer to them
I'm-
as devices, but there's those little
Also-
potato people are actually like all around doing all the work, right? Sorry. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, because we don't pay them. They're potato people.
The tiny taters.
Tiny taters.
Tater
Tater tots.
No.
Because you're not
No, that's when
they're
they
cooked.
the unfortunate circumstance if they breed, which after
you
you've
get-
gone
The
through the
bangers from the
miniaturization process, it's a nightmare if you want to have kids. So, but then they get
They
tater
get
tots.
busy.
Yeah,
And then they have the tater tots. Coming from
and then they're
tiny
born
potatoes.
tiny, and it really just it's not
So
good.
question,
It's
is
not
anyone
good. It's
actually
impossible to
having-
get them medical.
They ride the
What's the
water
counter
bear.
of the innuendos? Did
No,
we
like
break
I don't
later?
think. I think it's too. Like if there was a counter, it would be going and it'd be going like progressively. Then it gets so fast, and it would light on fire and then burn down and like something not offensive. It'd burn down something not offensive. I was gonna say a hospital, a school,
Right,
like
right.
everything came to mind. I'm
Right?
glad
Yeah.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
An evil tree.
It would burn down an evil hospital.
For just a moment, you did the most amazing impression of who was it who used to do.
Don't
Never
say
mind.
Sean Connery.
No, no.
That was a great Sean Connery
Never
impression,
mind.
though, Andrew.
An
I
evil
can't remember
tree.
his name. I think Dana Carvey.
We were just talking about him.
'Cause I just want to be a master of disguise.
I just want to be a really bad movie.
But
I'd love
to
that.
to that point, the vast majority of this is improvised tonight because we didn't have a lot of time to prepare for it. But it is based off of a show that I would like to do at some point. So we would have a little bit more planning, a little bit more structure, and a little less filler. So we would have more time to get to the good, nice, meaty, hearty jokes that you can really get your hands on.
Where all the chunks are.
Oh, where did you go? Where did you
The
go?
hearty part of it, like when you end up getting like a pot pie, and then you end up getting like no chunks of meat.
No,
You're like,
no,
We're talking about dicks, not chunky soup. Oh. We're not talking about Campbell's chunky soup. We're talking about those big old throbbing things.
big old meat veins.
I don't know
Let's
how
move
I
on.
did that. Usually I am so on point with these things. It just blindsided me.
Hot dogs.
You just went to like thick and chunky soup. I like that. It sounds good. It's the winter season. Everyone's
I like
cold.
food.
Right.
Want some
sure.
potatoes and some chunks?
Yeah, not me. I don't eat meat.
Well, then they nice.
I'm just upset that I won't be
But,
able to eat turkey.
Pen drop.
You're always
Banana
a turkey. You're always a
Because
turkey.
don't drop microphones; they're expensive.
Do not drop microphones.
So-
They're very expensive.
Don't drop anyone named Mike either.
Yeah, those,
They
they're
don't
also
appreciate
expensive.
it.
They're very expensive.
My friend Mike is.
I give up. Done.
So, when we last left our
An
heroes,
eon ago.
That would be that's a stretch.
they were about to infiltrate a racing club suspected of being run by the enemy, the organization known as Grandma. Grandma, the globally ravaging agency of notoriously devilish, might-hungry agents. Grandma. They've heard that there's a mole there that can give them more information on what this chief operative in Grandma, who has sent an ultimatum to et cetera, the organization that they're currently working for.
What
I think
is
I lost
it?
my et cetera card.
Is
It's around here. So, oh, here it is. Et cetera, which of course stands for the European Terrorism, Crime, Espionage, and Troublemaker Counter Initiative. Counter Initiative is
Counter.
hyphenated, of course.
Can't tell each other.
So, rival organization, obviously Grandma, very villainous. Chief agent there sent
Did we get a name for the agent?
a ransom. Said, no, you didn't.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Who was that mysterious grandma?
It could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
It's good to be me. It's good to be you.
Probably.
Not you.
Oh.
I was pointing at the camera. We all know it is not you, Mumfeld.
Ha! Thank you.
You don't have enough skill to be a grandma.
Wait.
She has
Weird direct eye
threatened if the world does not give her transfer $2 million, not just one, $2 million to the account that she gave them, then she will release a plague upon the world that instantly molds cheese. So you can't even make new cheese. It would just get molded with this virus in the air.
What about American cheese, since it's really not that cheese?
No, American cheese would probably be fine, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to go like full
But
cheese
then we'd have to eat
substitute.
American
What
cheese.
kind
Yeah.
of
I mean, there's
bread?
also Velveeta.
Well,
That's
no,
a cheese
like
product. Yeah.
Yeah.
now American cheese is very little cheese, but American cheese started as being an amalgamation of other types of cheese. So like you would take the little
And then
bits
it
and pieces
became
and you would kind of smush
plastic?
it all together and then you would have American cheese. It only later became plastic when plastic became cheaper to
Poetic and-
make
That's kind of
than
poetic
cheese.
and beautiful, though. All the cheeses came together.
Well,
in the
that's why
melting
it's
pot.
called
Yeah.
American cheese.
I didn't know that.
There's also like the
Cheese facts from
Geek
GeekSpace TV.
I might have also made that up.
Cheese TV.
I'm not sure.
The entire point of it is that they're trying to make a multiple cheese because real cheese,
Yeah.
bubbles and burns if you try to heat up. So you want to have something to have it smooth. Anyway,
Is
It's
this
better
So
than
they added
else.
plastic.
Because you do not take your time and properly prepare the cheese. If you do not
Yes.
properly prepare the cheese, of course it will be uninviting to you. It will not melt for your hands.
leave it to a fisher who wants to make it go slow.
I'm just saying. The
I
sisters in Fister would never have had any problem melting their cheeses.
Mr. Christian. Don't you know
Remember that one show with the Maori sisters, Fister?
I love that show. That was a great
Yeah.
show. I love the spin-off
That was a
with
great
the smart seaman. I couldn't think of
Yeah.
another thing to incorporate.
I love that episode where the band Twisted Fister comes on.
A man thought that one up.
Yeah, that was crazy, and then I couldn't continue
Was it?
watching it. I turned it off and
was a
just
hard
switched
episode.
over to Fister Act.
There's a,
so
Fister Act 2 is my favorite, though. Stuck in the
so
habit.
remember, folks, click that share button. Don't you want all of your friends to see this?
Click the share button now that
I
we're
mean-
done talking.
Don't you want your brothers and Fisters to see this?
I just need to put my headphones on and listen to some Fister Hazel.
My favorite cinematographer is Wally Pfister. That's his real name. No, he's just a good cinematographer.
He is not a member of Fister. Fister is a women-only organization.
No, I think he's a part of the Cinematographers Guild, like the DP's Guild.
Oh, is he part of Fart?
Yeah, he's part of Fart.
Okay.
You know him.
No, the DP guild.
Yeah, the DP Guild. I was hoping someone would run with that part.
All right, there we go.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate it.
That's their.
I need alcohol.
That's their sibling organization. I do too. Tomorrow there
It's like
will be
nothing.
plenty of actually French cheese
Is
and
there a baby?
alcohol.
Oh,
No?
No.
French cheese and
I think-
alcohol.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
mimosas also.
During brunch.
I
yeah.
dropped my
I
baby.
most certainly heard an
Is
infant.
it Tyler?
I thought I
represent
did-
the
I-
DP Guild.
He's good. How you doing, man? I just smushed Tyler. He was in Andrew's pocket dimension.
Yeah.
Sometimes
You've
it's
named
just
the
this
tiny
way.
tater after Tyler?
No,
No,
it's actually Tyler.
No, the Adderall that I gave.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tiny tater. You named Tyler? You named the tiny tater Tyler?
Yeah.
That is his name.
It's terrible. It's terrible to name a tiny tater Tyler.
Take him out.
He
Is it-
named
is it-
himself.
He's-
I was gonna go on a big
All right,
old
team,
alliteration.
tighten up. Tighten up.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Team
Let's play the
Titan.
game.
No more talking
No.
about tiny tater Tyler.
Tiny Tater Tyler's no more. Fister. No more. Let's play this game.
So you're infiltrating this notorious racing club as the spouses of two racers. So I'll be honest, I have no idea how we're doing this. You tell me.
Oh.
It's time to race.
Well, of course.
We
this is one
can
of
we
the
can
races-
dive right into the beginning of the race and skip ahead to you already having infiltrated and the two of you mingling around trying to find the agent while.
She is rude.
Well, Francine seems particularly perturbed at this whole situation for reasons that are clearly unknown to many. And it is impending doom.
I think it's banquet music, but it doesn't really sound like banquet music.
No,
it's just like dun dun.
It sounds like it's
dun,
the
dun.
soundtrack to Drive. What is going on?
We're about to make a scene here.
Yeah, that's true. That might be
that's
part of it.
Okay.
I even have my racing gloves on.
Yeah.
Also, known as my weatherman gloves.
It's just like dun 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 dun.
You
Sorry.
got-
Oh no! I just ruined my sock bun.
No,
You didn't
no,
ruin
Bun
it.
is
You made it
lovely.
different.
Suck it to me.
No, it is beautiful. I would very much husband
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I would very much like to see the cars before you make your way onto the racetrack. For good luck.
Is that a good luck thing in Peru?
Yes! I am not from Peru. I am from Paris!
Wink.
That's what I.
Take me to the vehicles!
Okay. All right. These I don't know if you have them in Peru. These are cars. This one, this tiny one, is mine. The one with the mustache and the glasses. If
Is there a pedal on this? Are you say... Is this a toy car?
there's not a pedal on it, it's in it. You have to. I open the door.
Where is there...
To be clear, I'm pretty sure they had minis. Actual, like the original minis.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
He is racing a Mini.
I mean, was there
in a
ever a
minute.
regular style Cooper? Like
Alright,
regular-
It's much
Or
smaller than
always minis.
your average American
Where
car.
is
think it was an
where is the vehicle? Is it race mysterious race Malcolm whatever? It's going to be racing.
It's right over there. What does it look like? Is it still the hovercraft?
Oh no, that wasn't there anymore. This is a vintage Jaguar,
Nah.
hot red, with stripes.
I'm just leaning on
It's
it.
not actually vintage. It's a new one.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's a present.
To be clear on that,
It would be vintage if
this-
it were not brand new.
This right here is his hot red.
it's a
I'm just leaning on it.
1965.
I'm just kind of leaning on it.
Are you like in
If
a...
you will,
Yeah, I'm just in the car. Like,
This is I don't know why he's here.
hello.
hello.
Did you perhaps notice that very suspicious person who was hanging out by the water fountain?
I think you'll find that not a lot of things miss my eye.
Oh, then you
And
saw
I poked
him.
myself in the eye with the pencil that I was holding.
Perhaps you should go and investigate.
Perhaps I shall. Just don't get on my husband's car.
Of course not. Would not dream of such a thing. You stay there. And she points at her fake husband. You stay there. And she gets into the Jaguar and is going to... you understand that Fanny is a very vengeful
All right,
person.
this guy needs to shut up. Hang on.
What is going on?
Just silence him.
Ha!
I can't turn down the
kick
frequency
him out of the
on
party?
that?
It's just. It's,
You see,
I can't actually kick him out of the party.
Oh.
Fanny is a very vengeful person. And what her husband does not know, her actual husband does not know, is he has forgotten her birthday. Yes, it is not in fact our anniversary. Our anniversary was 3 months ago. It is her birthday. Well, it was her birthday. And so,
On a random Tuesday.
I'm just gonna shout from the distance.
No, it's Wednesday
I
now.
remembered.
Her birthday
and
was
so,
just on a random Tuesday.
and so-
But now it's no longer.
we are going, she is going to sabotage the car.
you're the mole.
We're all in this together.
Vengeance is mine, and it is right here on my character
I
sheet.
thought-
And I'm going to get karma for this. I'm going to sabotage. GM, what would you like me to roll?
Larceny.
I am going to roll larceny, which I do not have any specific points in, therefore I will roll 3. And I have 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay.
I hope that was a very large bet you made.
How would you like to sabotage the car?
Shared
I
account.
went to
We have a
sabotage-
shared bank account.
I want to sabotage the car
I put money on
so
him too.
that it will stall out once it reaches a certain RPM.
Okay.
And if anyone might be looking, they're distracted by me accidentally knocking over the water fountain and trying to pick it up. I'm covering on accident.
Yeah.
That moment, through advanced planning. As everyone's preparing, you hear a song that sounds like "We Are America" as a red, blue, and white Aston Martin drives in with the mysterious Racer X with a full helmet with the X symbol on it. Jumps out in a full bodysuit with the American flag. Just driving through. He looks over everyone and salutes. Assalamu alaikum, my friends. Drives on.
So in doing so, when you pull up, excuse me, sir, that we need to inspect. Are you planning on driving in that vehicle? We're going to have to inspect that car before you can just drive in here and race with it, and so on and so forth.
I throw
Is
pennies.
it a guy or is it a guy or lady?
You're not sure.
Stop.
Doesn't matter. I smile, and there's a little ding. Hello there.
His mouth has a doorbell.
I'm the mysterious and sexy Racer Malcolm X. And who are you?
Pat? Would you
Just
care
Pat,
to
it's
roll persuade? Oh yeah, just
yes,
Pat.
Pat.
I get a 1, but I also have magnetism, so I'm hoping that gives me a bonus.
I suppose we could squeeze you in before we do the racing, but you have to get the car in there immediately, and so on and
But
so
of
forth.
course, I always follow rules. Hey,
And so
tell
they-
you what, when I win this race, I'll dedicate it first to my wife, but then you'll be the second person I dedicate it to.
Aha, sure.
I slide around with a wet sleeve, and I put my arm around my sexy fake husband. The sexy, that's the one. You know, my sexy husband, Sexum. What was your name again?
The mysterious Racer Malcolm.
The mysterious racer Malcolm. I cut you off before you finished. Could you say
The mysterious.
the mysterious
Race Malcolm
Mal-
X.
the mysterious racer Malcolm X? And I throw pennies.
Oh, I dropped one. Not a penny. Give me a-
And then I turn around to go get inspected. As it turns away, you hear America.
So at this point, the racers are shuffled off for final checks on their vehicles with them inside them, and they have to stay for that for a bit.
In order for me to actually get into my vehicle, I will be using my new belt that I got at the beginning of the game. There's a button on it, and I press it, and it works almost as a magnet between my belt and the car. So I just crotch first fly into my car.
I was going to say, okay, but you have to like practically hump your car door.
Yeah,
To get
I'm just like,
instead of using a key, you're up there.
well, actually, the belt works as a key, and as soon as like a key comes,
It's the guy laughing again. I swear I turned that guy off. Oh no, it wasn't Laughing Man. It was somebody else.
Just someone else.
It was someone else.
someone else in
Someone
here.
in the
Oh God.
So there is a key.
Perhaps that is Chuckling Party Goer. It could be Sexy Party Goer.
Wait, is
Seriously?
there? Wait,
Oh
are there
yeah,
options?
definitely.
Flirtatious Party Goer. Table Tragedy. No.
Please turn on Table Tragedy. Because that's the best
let's
name
hear
for
what
any
Table
file
Tragedy
ever.
sounds like.
What is okay?
Hang on, because I gotta. Yeah,
Wow, that's really a tragedy right there.
What is a table
that sounds like a
tragedy?
table tragedy. All right,
That sounds like a car accident.
we're gonna
It's
turn
like a
that
table
off.
tragedy.
Save the car accidents
and
for
we're
later.
gonna keep finding the cackling guy. Hysterical outburst. I think that's what it is.
That's gotta be it.
Your belt hits the door. It just goes.
Oh, that's it.
That is it.
What a goofball that man
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Kick him
Hysterical
out.
Table
outburst.
tragedy
You
is my
have been
yellow
removed.
cover band.
All right, sorry everyone.
All right.
Um,
So So that happens.
So
and
you're
as
humping
I'm
your car
flying-
door to get into it, you're grinding
Yes,
it a little
as
bit,
I'm flying towards it,
getting a little
basically
wiggle
like
on.
out of the belt, yeah, like a little key comes out like ding, and then it goes right into the hole, and then but instead of like humping it to try to like
Yeah.
get it in all up in there,
Uh-huh.
it goes in immediately, but I rotate with it, so I connect and then I spin, and then the door opens.
Okay, but it doesn't go right in. You have to like hump a little bit.
Okay,
To get it
and,
in
and there's
there.
just like a bunch of
Yeah.
scratches then around
Yeah.
the keyhole.
Uh huh. You just,
Bad
you
aim.
just gotta like
Keyhole.
bunk. Oh.
This is.
You just get it in one.
You just hear me in the distance.
Yeah.
Woo!
I mean, you know, at least he wasn't trying
Is
to put
that
it in
the
the trunk,
sound you
okay?
So if it happens in the
I
other
like
room,
cars.
just hear woo. Just
I
leave him
like
alone.
cars.
Just leave Andrew alone if you hear that sound anywhere.
As a child, it's like, why is he taking that little Matchbox car and an action figure and just smashing them together?
G.R.O.O.V.E.
really Anyway, so yes, I'm in my car.
Right. So you guys are
move on.
in your car getting prepped to race. What do the two spouses?
Practically exactly with those emotes. Perfect.
I'm assuming there's a spouse section of the seating.
It's actually more of a casino, in fact. But like a casino
house.
lounge, like it's the kind of place where the security is there, but you don't see it unless you're really looking for it and you know what you're looking for.
Indoor car racing?
No, it's basically a restaurant that overlooks the track because it's not like it's a big track. It's not.
And we are meant to find the mall. Do we have any additional information on where the mall may be found?
The only thing you know is that it's a woman.
A woman. Then I shall. I shall go to the ladies' room.
I shall follow. That's a good idea. That's where the women will go.
The bathroom attendant, who normally deals with towels, stops you and says, "Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed in here."
Excuse me, and I throw pennies at them and walk right in. I'm so sorry. More pennies.
Not enough.
Oh my god.
Right.
Apparently today is a unisex bathroom. That is fine. We are modern women. We shall adapt. All is well. There. I shall, in the powder room, in the another extensive, large wonderland that is the women's room. You do not know because you are not women. But there is always a most expensive, extensive powder room before the actual stars. There are many lounges. There are perhaps acrobatics. There are stations where you may do your hair and do your makeup, and it is in this the heaven of womanhood that I shall uncover the mall.
I'm just looking around. Looking at the trapeze artist flying in and out of the room. And I'm like, wow.
And that's when you get sapped over the head, and then the little Men in Black thing comes out and erases your memory. You wake up, you find yourself in the men's room
Which is a dark.
with
Yeah,
no
what
memory.
does that look like?
Dang.
Like the good kind of thing?
No, the bad kind of dank.
Oh goodness! All right.
There's a
She will be powdering her face using the special compacts with advanced planning. She was able to get from the craft services which will act as something of a secret decoding device with symbols upon it that would be very recognizable to members of etc. etc. Sending out a signal
Yeah.
to us as such compact.
These scans. Yeah. All right. So you spend a little bit of time in there, and nobody necessarily like comes and says anything to you. But a lot of people do come through in the short amount of time that you're there. So you could probably assume that like there's a decent chance that somebody knows who you're working with. At a certain point, you kind of decide that maybe this isn't how you want to do things, and you start to hear the revving of engines.
I have, suppose I should go and cheer for my husband.
Husband.
Wait, yeah. Which,
Not you!
Neither one of you are there.
Oh, this is a score settle. It's a transcends fourth wall.
Mumford is waiting outside the bathroom door to meet you.
Totally confused about how he ended up in the
Just totally confused.
in general.
Any clues?
So, about half of the people are continuing to sit and gamble at the tables, but about half are actually going to watch the race because it's not a particularly long race, and you know there are many throughout the day. It's just this one particular one that you happen to be in, and a lot of people have put money down on it, as you tried to, and you
not.
have.
I put money down on the bathroom attendant.
Pennies. Many pennies.
Yeah.
English pennies.
Many pennies.
Many pennies.
So, the way we're gonna do this, because we're gonna do the race, you're gonna have to roll some dice for me.
Yeah.
But as you're sitting there, you both notice. So you're in a line of cars, or in a bunch of cars that's about probably 12 deep. But on either side of both of you are some really sketchy looking people. Like, dressed all in black. Two of them have eye patches. Berets, maybe.
How many eye patches do they have?
One each.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just
but
checking.
only two of them, and there's four
Okay.
that you're
Do they have
seeing
like a
that like.
phosphorus scar on their...
Yeah, these are clearly villainous types.
These are unsavory types.
These are clearly, and they're
Mommy.
grinning at you, and they're revving their engines, and they're grinning at you and cackling a little.
This is when my inner monologue comes up, and I believe there's some villains here. Good thing I have the powerful box 9. I press the button, and it opens up, and there's just a letter 9, number 9 on it.
I'm just like temporarily forgetting the mission. I'm just very glad to be there, and so I'm revving the engine, like grinning at them, like
In your mini, yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that your?
That's my car.
I like that's a good mini sounding
That's
start.
my tiny car sound.
And then you're off. The race starts. And I want each of you to roll 5 dice.
Yes.
No, just the two of them.
I know, I just
the
wanted
two
to
people
roll.
that are
I
racing.
just want to be a part of it. I also rolled 13 dice in accident.
And we're gonna do this a bunch of times.
I got 4
Out of 3.
out of 5.
All right.
Why can't you roll this good and exalted?
Right?
That's called shit.
That's called facts. My wolf rolls better than I
So
do.
sorry,
That's awesome.
4 and 3.
Yeah.
You actually surprisingly start off doing really well. You're not quite in the lead, but you're keeping. There's a few people that are kind of pushing forward in the lead, and you are one of them,
Okay.
shocking everyone.
As I'm driving past the bad guys, see in America there's this very confusing thing that we do to other people that aren't American. a way to wave and say thank you when they're passing them, I just open the window and I'm like,
Right.
which is American for thank you for letting me pass you.
Yeah.
Slow driver.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I turned to one of the people around me. That's my husband.
I am aware of that.
I wasn't talking to you.
So that's going to be the first lap.
Yes.
You're not doing
No,
badly.
yeah.
You're pretty solidly in the middle, maybe a little towards the front of the middle. You're doing okay. There's definitely some people that have fallen behind.
How about those men in black? And the eye patches.
And the eye
Bounce
patches.
with With me, just walk with me, just walk with me. Come on, let me hear. Just slide with me, just slide with me, just slide with me. Come on, I'm making that work. Now freeze. Oh. Okay, we can keep going if you want.
So anyway,
I love that movie Wild Wild West.
So that'll cover pretty much the first lap, and we'll probably do about 5. While this is happening, the onlookers are, milling about, having hors d'oeuvres. Oh yeah, very excited about how things have progressed, and some bets are changing hands and things like that. Both of you roll me perceptions. That's not a thing that exists.
That is not.
So what do you?
Wits. Go with wit.
Uh-oh.
Excellent.
It's never a good sign. 2.
I would like to use one of my karma.
Okay.
I was already very astutely watching the crowd, waiting, looking on.
You see, in fact, the woman that presents the trophies is has been trying to make eye contact with you.
I will look towards her and lower my glasses.
And she kind of, an almost imperceptible nod.
We're honking the horn.
Oh wait, hang on, because I'm gonna swap this. We're gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna do. I forgot to do the startup noise. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I don't think I heard it.
Sorry,
Something I ate.
Indigestion.
I think I ate one of those bathroom mints. It was like one of the urinals.
One of those bathroom
All right,
cakes.
and then we're gonna do
They're not
the
as
speeding
delicious.
playlist from Sirenscape. I'm
Someone's just on
I'm
a very
trying.
happy
Okay,
cat.
I'm trying.
I'm walking
So-
here, just in the background.
An almost imperceptible nod, but this is somebody who is.
You are
This
in
is somebody who is okay. I give up. I'm sorry.
No, we appreciate
As you're
the
racing,
effort.
suddenly you're at an
tried.
intersection in Manhattan.
Sirenscape does not cover 60s campy spy stuff. Okay,
How
Sirens.
it
dare
does
Get on
not,
it.
and neither does tabletop audio. Either there's like nothing really that covers either one of them. There's like 1920s stuff, and there's there's 2017 stuff and 2076 stuff, but there's no 1960s stuff. So there's an open market for somebody who's talented in ways that I am not.
In 1960s.
So
well, that's what happened when, because what a lot of people don't know is that they started doing sound in movies in the 1960s, and the movies stole all the real life sound. So the 1960s actually didn't sound like anything.
Yeah, they they sucked up the ghost like Louis
It's-
G with his ghost backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They took
it's
the
like
whole sound.
chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
the
like-
chickens go around and they suck up the flavor from other stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's why
Those
everything tastes
darn
like chicken.
Yes.
Just show Robin all my senses, so I actually thought you guys were being serious for a second.
Yes, I was with you. Every second.
No, Sirenscape is wonderful. It just doesn't have something that fits this show. So if we end up coming back, I'm looking at the donation. If we end up coming back, I'll try and figure something else out. I don't know. But so this is somebody who is like very much under scrutiny from this is not somebody that you can necessarily covertly have a conversation with, because they're very much surrounded by people. They're obviously a beautiful model type, so they're surrounded by doe-eyed, happy people, and they're surrounded by dough. They have big
Make a
big
cake with those eyes. Make a bread. Sometimes when you
cake
take
is
a
batter.
take a bagel.
Okay,
You
no,
cut it in
no,
half,
no,
and
no.
you put
Cake
the rings
is-
on your eyes and look
Cake
through
is
them.
batter.
I do remember that.
I think you mean
did that on the
worse.
bus, Andrew. You got kicked off.
You should just get like all the karma at this point.
Yeah, you can have a point of karma.
How do we get karma?
Really good puns and innuendos,
Okay.
and failing with one of your flaws.
By being innuendo.
I think I failed.
But in
Get
a
innuendo.
wonderfully story-related way.
Like trying to sabotage your husband's car.
Very
Yeah.
true. That did work out very well too.
Subtitle sigh in French.
Les side.
Let's say. So this is going to take some finagling on your part to figure out how you're going to communicate with this
Yeah,
person.
like,
And you'll have to covertly keep an eye on them. And now, another lap of the race. Roll!
So as I do this, I look down to my steering wheel that it has a bunch of different letters on it that spell solid. I press the I button, and a bunch of stilts click the ground, and instead of making a crashy sound, just springs into the air. I'm gonna spin the karma on this, just to jump ahead of a car in their speed.
Like, actually jump your car.
Have you ever seen Speed Racer?
you can
you're using the
stop
jumping
it
thing?
anytime.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. 3.
Okay.
I did spin a karma though.
I know.
I live my life for frustrating Anna.
We all
Yeah,
do.
you and I speak the same language.
When you land, one of the evildoer cars like comes to like ram you in the side, but they don't quite make it before you like zip out of the way and manage to maneuver them as you out of their way as you land.
Cool.
So I only rolled 2 good ones, but in order, so obviously they're coming up behind me. So, but actually as a reflexive decision, I am going to hit this big red button in the car that says HIT, HITT, which stands for hunk in the trunk. And the trunk opens, and a sexy blow-up doll opens up to distract everyone. And it's sort of like a mix between a blow-up doll and one of those wacky inflatable arms things, because the wind is hitting it. And
Yeah,
it's just like
so it's like
Describe
attached,
it as
naked
steal a
and it's
woman,
like a-
Andrew.
It's like a windsock.
yes,
Sex doll.
yeah, a sex sock.
You just described my dream woman, Andrew.
I'm going to throw something at you.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Should I re-roll my failures?
Can I give Andrew dice?
No.
Just extra.
Because of how cool it is.
No,
That's a good idea.
you lose some ground, but there's one car that would have passed you that is right up on your bumper, given kind of this look.
No, it was behind you. It's
I
on the
look
truck
back.
and you circle it.
I look back at him because I didn't expect anyone to just like zoom up
In
behind
the-
me, and I'm like, "Get out of my ass!"
In what position are our intrepid racers?
Oh, yeah.
I would say I said it's about 12 people, so we'll say you're in 4th and 5th.
4th and 5th.
But you're kind of surrounded.
Alright. So
And I mean, it's clumped, so like your 4th and 5th is not very far away.
So I am going to, with my cigarette in one hand, with my martini in another, going to make my way towards the front of the crowd, watching the race happening. Just making small talk. Hello, hello. Sipping my drink. I am so French. And as the beginning of the part goes, she is timing very precisely in her head, as she has lit a fresh cigarette. And when the timing is right, she will flick the cigarette into the truck and attempt to, with her exploding cigarette, take out some of the lead cars.
All the way into the down into the.
I have a shooter 5.
Okay, give me a roll on that.
Ooh. Nice.
And what are you doing while this is happening?
I have somehow managed to acquire a pair of opera glasses, and I'm just sitting there eating popcorn.
Is that
Okay.
like popcorn?
It's popcorn.
Corn.
It's new.
You put Grey Poupon on your popcorn.
Mustard, no.
It's not mustard.
Well,
It's Grey Poupon.
it's our secret. Wink.
What? What's the secret in there?
You're not English. You
How
wouldn't
many
understand.
successes did you get?
I'm not here.
Only
You
2.
don't care.
I have a piece. I have a point of karma. I will spend it.
We'll see where the
I-
cigarette lands.
I can just blow them up in my mouth.
If it blows up my husband, can I get a vengeance point? Maybe I intended
Wow.
that.
Oh my god, this is intense.
Getting grim.
I will only put a dent in his car. It's a very healthy made car. It is a good design.
So this is going to be
Albert.
a dramatic moment. So I'm going to do one more roll round of the race as this resolves.
Don't go too fast.
I'm rolling very.
I rolled 3, which is less than satisfactory, so I'm going to hit the button that's right next to the button that's HITT, and it says DONG, and which stands for Dangerous Outward Nasty Girth. And out of my 4 wheels, these protrusions come out and just start slapping up dirt as they spin, just slapping it into the air so the guys around me can't really see what's going on.
And how many successes did you have?
3.
All right. Yeah, you managed to. The guy that was looking at the blow up doll, which was one of the bad guys, by the way, all confused. Suddenly, there's dust thrown up in his face, and he goes and he crashes. He spins out, and he goes, "Ah!" Giant comical explosion. Of course.
And then I yelled, "The dong strikes again!"
And another couple of cars fall back, all confused where all this dust is coming from. However, one of the cars next to you presses a button in their car, and blades spike out of their wheels
You don't want those near those things?
and come towards you, slicing the dongs apart. And I need you to make a...
They have been
I
circumcised.
need you to make a dong check, Andrew. I always make a dong check.
I need
Rana.
you to make another drive check.
A savory glow for
And
the
in
dog.
fact,
Save those dongs.
you also need to make another drive check
Okay.
as a gunshot rings out.
Dong shot.
How many successes?
4!
Ooh.
It's a
My
good.
first one is really good, and my second one's really bad.
So you managed to just barely save your tires. They as the dongs are getting shredded to pieces, and you're going.
Are they flying into the
Then the head flies off, lands in somebody's soup.
soup to a racetrack? That's a normal racetrack, too. Anna, do you go to a lot of NASCARs?
Have you ever been to Ascot? They are very good soup there.
Do you have to bring your camels to the races?
The Chunky Campbell soup. Now you get extra chunks in that Chunky Campbell soup.
But you managed to salvage you managed to get away before they wreck your tires.
Okay, good.
So for my first check, I got a 1, and the second check, I got a 4.
For the drive check, you got 1.
Yeah.
For the survival check,
that was a
you
survival
got.
check.
Well, no, it's drive to
Yeah,
survive.
it's just- yeah.
Because there's no survive.
Yeah.
This is a very, very, for those of you at home, for those of you playing along at home, I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know that they were in this.
Yeah, they have to roll. They have to roll. The
No,
rolls come out.
this is an incredibly simple system. There's not a lot to it. So, like, yeah, we're doing what we can with it. So you managed to dodge the gunshot, but you lose substantial ground in that race.
That means there's only one thing left. I press the D and initiate Black Power. As you just hear, this comes down, and it's the nitro of Black Power as I go as fast as possible.
Oh my god.
So that will take place next lap. In the meantime, so right after the gunshot rings out, it doesn't actually ring out too loudly. Another noise happens. A large explosion.
Is that my umbrella?
And I'm dead.
Yeah.
And how many successes did you get? 2.
She's for the karma.
If you want it to make... Did you spend a karma on that?
I will if it is necessary.
If you wanted to make it all the way to the
You
track,
want to kill
then
your husband?
yes,
Yeah.
I will.
if you spend a karma point,
Yeah.
you hit the lead car.
Excellent.
With the karma point, you hit the lead car, and nobody knows what happens. That car just explodes. It just and
bada boom.
Smoking
Big
kills.
We're not the good guys, are we?
No, I never suspected we were.
I don't know what you mean. I'm always a good guy.
roll me another
Well, I'm
shoot.
playing as a bad. I'm disguised as a bad guy.
Alexander
Dustin
Slime.
Slime.
Or Dustin Slime.
Just wait
Wait,
for just wait
fives
for the
are
part of the race
failures,
where I
aren't
get
they?
desperate and
God
pull out
damn it.
slime time.
I have not succeeded at all.
Okay. Unfortunately, you only take out that one car. 2 others that could have been hit in the blast managed to steer clear of it enough that they lose a little bit of ground, but they're still in the race. And everybody is very confused why that car just randomly exploded.
This is a dangerous race.
But because of the karma point, you got away with it.
Excellent.
And it is a dangerous race.
The world's most dangerous race.
So now we're back to you two. Are you doing anything?
Oh, so
Oh, us two?
Yeah.
The pair of us.
Yeah.
So
a lot more people have hearing explosions. A lot more people have finished up the games that they were playing and are watching at the door.
I will.
And there are fewer people around the trophy lady.
Enough for me to make my approach. I will make my approach.
Okay.
Approach on what?
The trophy woman.
Who she has identified as potentially the covert
Or
operative.
possibly flirting with me. Either way.
I follow her.
So you both separately approach the trophy lady.
Yes,
okay?
but I'm doing it like I'm doing a cartwheel. Because my athletics 5 and I have to use it at some point. I realized it was gonna come into use at all naturally in this game.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
and
does
you're
that mean you
also
actually
not
go faster?
exactly. You're actually not exactly playing the most persuasive character either, which is your forte
Yeah.
as your secondary.
Yeah, that's how much prep.
Trait.
How much prep we had in this game.
And whose fault is that?
And Andrew.
I was gonna say I thought it was Andy's.
It's actually Andrew's
I was
fault.
trying to throw Andy.
He's like,
under
we'll
the
meet up
bus
before
for
the
it.
game and we'll talk about it. And he's like, oh, we'll talk about it when we get there. And then we're here. It's like 5 minutes. Like, what? Oh God.
Yeah.
I think you have a very lovely and coherent character concept.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am just sorry
And
you
I'm
don't
not just saying
have
that
specifically
because,
more to do.
Your pants fell off earlier.
So you've definitely caught her attention, and a whole bunch of other people's attention as well. And that makes it even easier for you to approach. Excuse me, and she says, "Not now. I will meet you in the bathroom in 5 minutes."
oh, shooky now.
I will see you there.
I follow the wrong woman.
You approach just after this exchange happens, and do you have something in your eye?
Yes. Justice.
Justice?
You know what I'm talking about.
Are you proposing to me?
Am I? I'll have you know I'm happily married to the man on there.
You're very strange, man.
And I cartwheel away.
Wait, do you actually, or do you just say that?
And I cartwheel away, and then I just walk off to the side to where there's more space because there's too many people crowded around for the race.
And at this point, like a couple of the people that were distracted by your cartwheeling are still distracted by you. So there's like 4 or 5 people just looking at you with this face, like.
How do you do this every week?
Alcohol. Alcohol.
Right.
There is foundation on your glasses now.
So,
They'll never come off.
It's adorable that there is makeup on his glasses now.
yeah. And sad. It's sad.
I'm going to check my makeup.
It's tragic. All right,
Oh,
so
you're
let's roll
beautiful.
some
Race
more
time.
Thank you.
races.
It's a light to survive.
Are you
Ow.
rolling poorly? Do you need to change the color of your dice?
I don't know yet. I might switch over to the.
Just cool looking.
That's
The
really
golden
cool.
dice are not doing me any favors.
Okay,
Maybe to me.
I got a 3, but I'm gonna call Fitz really quick.
My favorite character.
Fitz! So that gum that you told me to get from the craft, not the movie. Yeah, you told me about how you went to the future and you saw this movie about witches. I know. You told me all that. No, I'm talking about the people that gave us the stuff. So the gum. Which one? So I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. Do I grab the red one or the blue one? What pack? Okay, one second. I pull out a pack of gum and I try to pull out one of the strips of gum, but it's actually one of those prank ones, and it snaps my finger. And I'm like, ow! Fitz, I'm not. I'm tired of your jokes. Okay, it's the other one. All right, thanks. And then I'm with my future phone. I'm gonna block him on Facebook.
I just want
And then
Can I ask her on Facebook?
I have an aside after you're done.
So I take out one of the pieces of gum and I put it in my mouth and I start chewing it, and actually it's this insanely sticky gum. So then as I pull it out, there's like 3 teeth connected to it. And I throw it out my window for one of the drivers to run over.
Are you missing teeth now, canonically?
Yeah, back here there's like 3 teeth missed.
Oh, jeez.
All while driving.
Yeah.
Well, that further
Okay.
aids the people behind you both having fallen even further behind.
Good.
So, it's just you and the front runners.
I'm not here to see myself
And-
win. I'm
and a
here to
couple
see
of
other
bad
people
guys.
lose.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
would just like to point out it is not my head canon. I do not claim to hold any truth at all. It is me as a fan. My head canon is that Fitz is your partner and he puts your children to sleep, and that this is an adorable little couple that you're having conversations with. And I ship it, is what I'm saying.
It's the agent of
Actually-
your character and the agent of his heart. I love it. It's beautiful and poetic. And
Thank
He's
romantic.
an agent of love.
He is agent of love.
Love.
No, he actually is my agent. He's the one that gets me acting gigs.
Yeah, he doubles.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
I got
What
a
a lovely
5.
relationship.
You got a
uh,
5.
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
wanna do
agent.
in
He's my
particular.
agent.
With Black Power, I'm gonna try to swerve in front of just in time, slow down a little bit, turn around, and go, it's time for the ebony and ivory technique. And press the S button, and front of the trunk opens up, and there's 2 elastic cords that sling out. I want to slingshot you ahead next round. Because you know what? Even if I lose, America wins.
So, roll me another drive check.
This is beautiful. This is RPGs.
Can I RPG?
Jeez.
Only 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just want to roll.
Still, what happens is, as you are zooming ahead with that 5, 2 of the bad guy cars go to use their spiky blade things on your tires and sandwich, and what happens is they hit each other, and one of them loses their tires and spins out, and they're out of the race. The other one does still manage to get, and that may complicate your little slingshot maneuver thing, but there are not a whole lot of cars left.
Is it possible for me to do another maneuver, since that was so cool?
Next round, I think.
Yeah, I would say next round.
I got something for us, though.
Is it time for the
I
spices?
got an idea.
Yeah, we'll say now
How many-
it's time for you to go and meet the
Before
lady.
I
You
do,
see her.
let
nod almost imperceptibly to you, and then head off to the bathroom
Quick.
Go ahead.
through the
Sorry.
circus.
Quick question though. How many bad boys 2 are left in
One.
the? Okay, one. Okay.
But one bad guy that we know that is back.
Okay. Cool.
It's funny. At this point, you look around, and they all look like they kind of less scrupulous individuals with the nasty
they
scars
all pull out eye
and
patches.
like
Are
the
all
nasty
grandmas?
looks.
I will head up into up to the sitting area, and I will make my way to the ladies' room.
You see her feet in one of the stalls.
After I make my way through the very extensive lounge
Yeah,
area.
yeah, obviously,
Yes.
yeah.
I will go into the stall next to Els. Hello.
Are you from etc. etc.?
As a contract worker, to be clear, I am not a member associated, but I have been hired by etc. etc. I just wanted to be very clear that I am a member of Fister and not etc. etc. They are not actually employing me so much as they have hired me on a contract basis. I have chosen to do this job for them. They have not changed me. I am far superior in agent.
But you're here to extract me.
Yeah, we
You're not here to extract me.
were told to find you.
I can't decide what voice this character has, so it keeps changing.
They can't either. 'cause
You
they
are
have to figure it out.
you are a masterful spy and master of language and accent, as am I.
I'm just a model.
What
I
is
just got in too deep.
what is your? Oh, I understand very much. It is often that fisters have confronted with the getting in too deep. But don't worry, we are also specialized in extraction. That sounded unpleasant.
Damn, and I'm in the other stall. No, I'm kidding.
Don't worry. They've trimmed my nails for just this occasion.
They're stunned silence.
Oh my god.
This place it's crawling with grandmas. They're everywhere. You don't understand. Everyone here.
Beer.
And at that moment, you hear a bathroom stall door get kicked open, and a couple of quiet little pops
I will rush out of my bathroom stall.
right
pushing-
into the face of a gun.
Pushing the can I not push the door open as I do to try and bang the person?
No, it goes the
Hang
other
the
way.
person?
Master of fisting martial arts.
Right?
I will, yes, I will use my master fister martial arts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You managed to. Well, tell me how you would like to do it.
As I burst out of the stall door, confronted with this individual with their firearm leveled at me, I promptly take my purse, and as I duck away from the barrel of the gun, I swap them with my purse, which is, you may not have known, is actually weighted with and reinforced with titanium as a blunt force weapon clutch.
So where are you hitting them?
Pushing the gun
The gun
upwards.
away.
Yes.
And with
upwards.
that many successes, it goes up. And they're caught off guard. And were you tossing
And
it up to try and grab it, or
Tossing it up to disarm them before I try and bodily force them back into the stall in front of us. so that we may wrestle in private.
That's a good way to
So
wrestle.
you basically smack them with the purse, grab and like kind of use leverage to push them into the stall that you were in, not the one that she
Not
was.
the one with the poor,
Okay.
unfortunate model.
did.
That I just fridged.
Just, yeah.
Fortunately, there are many more women.
Yeah, there you go.
You are allowed to kill women in your narrative when you fill your narrative with women.
It's funny how that works. Okay,
rude.
so you do that, and they manage to mostly keep their balance, but that's pretty much it. You just dominated that combat round and disarmed them. The gun went flying over into the corner of
You
the
can ask
bathroom
John, I
stall.
dominate quite frequently.
Who's John?
And
You should see
I just want to know I'm not getting karma for all of this good work I am doing.
You should see these dominate tricks.
Do not steal my thunder, Andy!
were
Don't
you
steal her sunder. Do not steal her sunder, Andrew.
I can't understand Peruvian accents. I'm sorry.
what are you doing during this time?
God
I may
only
stop
knows.
you.
How loud were the gunshots? Were they loud enough that like
There was a silencer.
they were silencer? Okay. And how many people were there in those two quiet pops? Was it one person? There was that shot. It was just one person that Lizzie's character's wrestling.
You're not there, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering if there's more than one. I'm just throwing change at a machine and pulling the lever.
Okay. Roll me a larceny. Because why not? Only 3 dice, if I'm not mistaken.
One success.
Aw. You're just
Those
throwing.
were all zeros.
None of them are going into the holes.
No, you can. I mean, you're actually throwing it at the machine. or
No,
you
no, I'm
throwing it
putting
into
in.
the machine.
I'm putting
Okay.
in.
You almost break even, but not really.
Nah.
No, House always wins, especially in an entire gambling organization run by
Run my
Grandma.
grandma.
Yeah. In fact, now that you're noticing it, it's most of the gambling here is slot machines. It's very peculiar.
Just run down the aisle. Just...
Yeah. So,
I have a better idea.
let's I'll let that lie, and we'll go back to the last lap of the race.
You want to go first, Annie, and then I will do my maneuver.
Okay. I got 2 successes, but I would like to use the final button on my car, which says TIT, which stands for Tiny Illuminated Tiles. So they're these little dome-shaped tiles that go out and stick to the ground, and they shine lights in the driver's eyes.
Okay.
To blind
All right. Behind you?
No, it just kind of goes in like a circle radius, closer to me though, a little closer.
Do you have your shades on?
No. I have the Racer X though.
Okay, that might.
Yeah.
Wait.
do
So
it.
wait, you're behind me, right?
No, I'm in front of you now because
You're
I
in
hooked
front
up
of
the
me.
elastic bands.
Oh, you haven't shot me forward yet.
Not yet. It is about to happen though.
They look better on me.
Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, Dustin. Oh, sorry, Justin.
I'm just gonna be like,
Who are you?
I'm gonna be like, I know that if you get blinded, you're not gonna be able to see anyways. But close your eyes, and then I shoot him ahead
Okay.
for the other drivers that are up there.
Okay. Another one kind of loses ground. It mostly just affects the people that were trailing behind you.
Okay.
Anyway, make me another drive check.
Yes. Two again.
So you get hit by a rocket. Your car.
Like an explodey one?
Yeah, oh
Or
yeah.
Like a space
Mhm.
one?
Yeah,
Okay.
so you see one of the cars that's trailing behind you that
NASA.
has previously been subject to one of your tits, dongs, or
Or hunk in the truck.
I don't know,
Hunk in the trunk.
or your hunk in the trunk. Fired a rocket out of its headlight, one of its headlights. I'll point out at this point that it has 2 headlights, but one of its headlights now is gone because there was a rocket there, and you know those things don't really go back down. You have to reload them properly. It's a pain. You got to bring it to the shop. Yeah, you get hit with a rocket, but you manage to you lose a little bit of ground. What was your drive?
I'm doing that right now because I have a maneuver I want to do. This maneuver is going to go so very well. I got 1. But what I want to do is actually pull on my e-brake, pull a hard stop, and then use the inertia first to spring him forward, and then immediately turn off the clutch, and then go straight into the nearest bad guy with the eye patch, so I can knock him off the road to give him a clear space to win.
Nice.
That's
Okay,
right.
give me another drive roll.
That's cool. It's like the first serious thing we've
Andy,
done in
you
this
give
game.
me another
Yeah.
drive roll as well.
Okay.
I got 3, and as I'm driving to him, I go, if you're going to come after this seaman, you better call him hard.
I rolled another 2.
You are walking home.
So you managed to get sprung ahead successfully. You shoot ahead a little, even.
One might say I ejaculated ahead.
No, that would.
Right to it.
Come!
That's not how you innuendo it,
Really?
Andy.
I'm just gonna join in.
No, that's like, I'm not talking about like in the weird, gross
You
way.
are, however, coming towards the end of the race.
Fuck. Oh no.
Hey guys, welcome to GeekSpaceTV. We're not usually this cum heavy. Don't worry about it.
It sounds like a very exciting experience for you, very uplifting.
Yeah, some might say I'm a little drained.
You, on the other hand, you managed to luck out. Instead of like actually like headlong hitting another bad guy agent, this has turned into Demolition Derby. They chicken and turn and manage to slam into one of the other cars. So they're both pretty badly damaged, but still in the fight, I guess this has turned into. And some other ones are coming up on you and gonna start engaging as well. So you might want to try and spin around and get out of here as quickly as you can and finish the race, or I don't know. But let's get back to the 2 of you.
It is always after dark somewhere. I am engaging in fisticuffs.
You can have a karma point for that
Thank you. Oh my god. Yes, it is
Oh, I'm broken.
Because my face actually fucking
It
hurts.
really-
like my
it
cheeks
hurts.
hurt so bad.
Oh.
Then I will take a swipe at the. I'm trying to choke out this nefarious individual. No doubt a member of. How many ones can a person possibly roll?
For you,
Well.
the possibilities are endless.
You might want to just use that karma.
I would like to use the karma that you have just generously gifted to me.
Okay, that's not gonna put you ahead too much, but it'll negate the successes that she got and basically neutralize out so that you're both kind of like a little bit dazed from punching each other, like a bunch of punches are traded, some grappling attempts, because obviously, you know, that's what fisters specialize in is grappling. It's
Yes.
not, I mean, you would think that it's punching, but it's
No,
not.
it is
It's not
a-
that kind of fisting.
No, it is very
Yeah.
much a grappling situation.
It's-
Getting
yeah.
a good grip on things.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why we must all keep our, we are known for keeping our nails short.
And
because otherwise we would just be gouging into things. We would
To-
be, there would be blood. It would be very
to be fair, that's also why it's important to use lube
yes,
when you're a fister.
Exactly. You want to keep the slip on your knuckles, otherwise you will. You also want to make sure that you are not able to be gotten a hold of.
Yeah.
If you are not sufficiently wet, then how could it possibly work?
Absolutely. So yeah, you trade a couple of grappling moves and some punches back and forth, but you don't really make any progress because you rolled really poorly and they rolled really well.
I use my best to try and backhand and they block. I attempt to kick and they are able to dodge out of the way.
They pull out a knife and like try and jab and they get the purse and so it deflects.
Yes. All in my miniskirt and ears.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course she's wearing a black leather catsuit like you do when you're a villain.
Yes, our hair is perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are you doing?
I am close enough to the bathroom that I hear some rustling in there. So I throw pennies at the door attendant and kick my way in. And I yell, I hear some fisting in here.
As you attempt to go to the door, you are intercepted by two very thug-like individuals, not in the horrible thing that like actually they're like big and dumb looking and like they want to beat you.
Do they?
So they are each going to try and attack you. And since you are not much of a fighter, I'm assuming that you're going to want to dodge, which I will let you use your acrobatics.
I'm imagining that.
Your athletics.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. I would imagine that if two men were coming at me, they'd probably grab me by the arms, maybe.
This is
or would
the
they come
ladies'
straight?
room.
Well, I'm not all the way in yet, right?
Standing right in front of you menacingly for the moment.
So I used my athletics to run the other way.
Okay.
Because I'm also cowardly.
That's pretty perfect. So go ahead and run.
Okay. So do I have to roll for 5 for that, or did I?
You're using athletics, so yeah.
So 5. Okay.
I wish to inform you how much I have enjoyed your accent this whole game.
Thank you. 5. Or no, 4.
You succeed in running away, and you find yourself on the path towards where the cars will be when the race is over.
Okay. Now, am I any...
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Are they following me?
Yes, but they're having difficulty even keeping up. You'll be able to lose them pretty quickly.
What if I change my mind about losing them and I pull my umbrella out and I rip off the piece of tape, point the umbrella at them?
That'll be next turn.
That'll be next? Okay,
Yeah,
then.
you can do that next turn if you want.
Thank you.
And that'll end up being a shoot roll.
Perfect.
When the time comes. But it being a missile launcher, it'll have some effects. So the racers, why don't you give me one last drive for the race itself for Andy? AJ, I don't know what you're doing. Excuse me, Brother Love. I don't know what the heck you're
The
doing.
mysterious racing alchemist. I'm incognito.
Brother John Love III, aka the mysterious. Wait, there was more to that. The Brother John Love III, the I don't know, the wind that passes in the dark, aka the mysterious racer. Everybody hates lemons.
We're gonna have a serious discussion.
Everybody hates Chris. We
indeed.
So I can spend karma points that I have to do an extra dice, or
What do you want to do?
or does it make it automatic success?
What do you want to do?
Okay, so I, you know how
Rules? What are rules?
in my last round I pressed the final button on my car. Well, actually, there's also a lever that says POO. And I pull that lever.
Is it just an oil slick?
No, it actually that stands for pissed off otters. And it's and my trunk, like my front trunk, not the back trunk, but the front one. I have 2 trunks. Not the kind of otters you think. It's actually a bunch of skinny hairy men that just run and they're mad, and I send them after the drivers in the front, and they're fast. They're very fast because they're skinny and they can just Naruto run up there.
Is that
a term.
Is that a term for
It's a term.
fast, skinny men?
Because you know how how there's like bears.
Yeah.
So it's like a bear, but a tiny man.
Could we add this to the wiki?
No,
Please.
No.
this is terminology.
I'm
It's
so.
alright.
I've never heard this particular one.
Well,
I've
you
heard
are
a
not
lot.
part of bear culture, so
Well, obviously
I just-
not. I'm hairless.
I just want to take some time to like digest this and figure out like
if you want to excard it or not.
no whether or not I want to tell you that you were in front.
Well, they call it my celebration. That's how I celebrate being in front.
You have released the hotels that you are holding prisoner, which is quite a good
So-
thing for the hotels.
So it's like
my
they're
God.
like so what happens is what I will grant you with this is that out of like the top of the each front fender shoot out like 3 fireworks each, and they immediately explode into little gay men pirouetting in smoke that dissipates
It's
as you
beautiful.
cross the finish line.
I hate and love every single one of these.
I am in no way responsible for what is happening.
You've done far worse.
I shouldn't have. I disavow.
But that was your karma
The
point.
name
Oh yeah.
That was a good celebration.
is not part of this world.
You celebrated like that when you got a job too that one time. That was good. Oh, my face hurts so
Well,
much.
this is going to go this way. I just look up and see
and
fireworks.
and then Pet Shop Boys.
And just press
playing.
all remain buttons, and as I speed ahead, you hear dun 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 dun. As the Village People music starts up, I'll pull out 2 guns, and while driving, turn around and begin shooting while driving forward. Not where looking around and shooting going.
Okay, make me a drive roll and make me a couple of shoot rolls.
I see you as.
How many? Just 2 shoot rolls?
Raz is now self-identified as an otter.
How many shoot rolls?
2.
2. Alright. 5 for drive, 0 for first shot, 2 for second shot.
All right, you managed to take out one of the few remaining cars that are after you, and totally miss with the other one. But you are still bang on towards the end of the race with the with that 5 and drive, and you managed to cross the finish line while shooting one person, not even looking at where you're going. You turn around and go, oh, yeah, I did just come in second.
I'm just gonna kick with the e-brake so it spins around and then slides next to the models and be like, solid.
Right. So, yeah.
Jesus. This is beautiful.
Let's get back to the fight. How are your fisticuffs going?
Let us find out how my pistols compare to yours. I do not know I could possibly roll any worse than I am right now. It is the Bowden curse. 3.
You managed to get her slightly dazed and off foot, but she's like still like she's a little off.
And
but
while we are fighting, we are going to share some banter.
okay.
Banter. So the banter that we will share, I am going to say something incredibly witty, like you fight like a grandma. That is incredibly witty. You did not agree?
She looks at you kind of funny. I am grandma, and she goes, "Gah!" and
you will
and
have-
it goes, "Pff," and you're like, wow.
You will have to take your cane elsewhere, old woman.
It's not the kind of grandma.
You bake cookies in your spare time. And you are probably
What of it?
And you
I
probably
like baking. It's good to have hobbies.
And you probably have Werther's candy in your pocket.
They're very tasty.
But nobody likes butterscotch.
And she pulls a butterscotch out. Give me another fight roll.
Jesus God.
2. I am going to suck on that Werther's.
She pulls out a Werther's, and says, "Of course I have Werther's in my pocket." Poof, and it's a smoke bomb.
Oh my god.
No, I do not have any points. I was going to use my fashionable scarf to try and shield my face from this smoke.
Well, it's not that kind of smoke. It's a mist bomb. It's good for your pores, but it also, it's cover.
It is cover.
Oh
dear.
What are you doing, Sir
Don't
Mumford?
at me with your butterscotch. With your butterscotch defenses. Nobody likes Werther's.
My butterscotch doesn't do that.
so much.
We love Werther's.
You are both old women.
Better than peppermint candies.
I actually like peppermint
I will
candies,
agree with that.
I
so
actually
will-
like peppermint candies.
I like V8.
I will take
I
a-
eat like
I do
an
like
old
V8.
person.
I will
V8 is
take
really
a
good.
Werther's over the
Prunes.
Prunes are good. Prunes are
Prunes are
dope.
good. Good for you.
those little, those little like chalky, how you
peppermint
say?
patties?
Oh,
no.
the chalky peppermints.
the
Those
chalky-
are so good.
What planet are you from?
Wait, now, hang on. Are you talking about the ones that they have at Sushi Me?
Probably.
The ones that, like,
I
melt
love
in your
those
mouth.
things.
They're so good.
I do not understand any of you.
It's like
they
eating-
are for the old women only, and also for the old men. And
Get off my lawn.
I am not going to tolerate any of this. Old non-binary people, you can at me and tell me if this also applies to you. But I will most definitely say that this is not okay.
They're amazing. They
Also,
they have the texture of an expired pillow.
In what universe is that delectable?
Yeah, that actually sounds awful,
Yeah,
Andrew.
I'm kinda
Yeah.
with you on that.
Well, like it doesn't
Um,
have the same flavor. It's just like
how
a really
does
like
a-
hardened pillow.
How does
it
a
melts
pillow
around.
expire?
Like
Well,
Really?
it's dirty.
Like, does it have a
dirty.
date on it? A best if used
I
by?
think some of
Best
them
if
do.
slept on by?
an
They get lumpy
expired
on one side.
cloud?
There's like someone drools on it too much.
I don't know.
It's all
just something
subjective.
soft,
Just
but not
someone.
that soft.
Someone couldn't possibly be you.
I don't. Okay, so I fell asleep once at a theater convention with red vines in my mouth, and I was on a hotel. We were in a hotel, and the red vines just drooled onto the pillow, so I had a red spot in the pillow, and I had to take it home with me because I was so embarrassed.
I hope at least you
sharing
know
a room
what
with my crush
you know
at
what
the time, too. That was
I hope at least we can all agree whether or not we like the after dinner meals and the Werther's. We can all agree. Everyone's grandma has a dish with them. Everyone.
A what?
She has a dish.
No.
She has a crystal dish,
wizard.
and it has after dinner meals, and it has
wizard,
Werther's. Every one of them.
She didn't have Werther's.
Yeah.
Werther's were the good ones.
After
she
dinner
didn't
mints.
spring
My
for
grandma
those.
had a
It's
jar.
because you ate the Werther's.
Not a dish.
No.
Because your
No, I ate
cousins
the.
and
I liked the cough
siblings.
drops, the Luden's cough drops.
Mothers
Oh yeah,
and
those
are
are
good.
yeah, those are.
My,
classic.
my grandma didn't have a dish.
Which were also in that
She had
dish.
cable.
Yeah.
She had
Yeah, my
cake.
grandmother had cable too. That was.
My grandma
No
did
dish.
not.
Yeah.
No dish.
No.
So anyway.
My grandma.
I'm going to show this piece of dice at you.
I believe it's
It
your
would
turn.
taste like a
I
Werther's.
use my turn to feel bad that Lizzie shamed me for my word this love.
You just suddenly get this
I'm
feeling.
gonna roll a cult. I'm gonna roll evade on Lizzie's Werther shade. And okay, that's 3 successes.
I love you all.
What were rails? I don't even know what rails were.
I'll find the rails.
Going to make a podcast to tell you all how rogue you are.
Jeez.
I've got to say, like, we didn't get as far in as I thought we were going to.
Oh,
Yeah.
shocker!
We're not there yet.
I'm going to get us back on track. It's right here, right now.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Mumford St. Royale leaves, is running. He turns around and stops and notices that there's, right outside the bathroom, there's a bunch of, what are they called? Casino machines. Slot machines. They're sitting there, and they're cordoned off a little bit because they're under repair. And I look back at them, and I look at my umbrella, and I take off the tape and said, "This one's for you, Mum." And I pointed at the people walking out, and they're just kind of looking at me. They're running out after me. And I turn, and I point to the slot machines, and I fire the rocket at the slot machines. And the change goes flying out and lands all over them.
Okay,
and I say,
roll your shoot roll
keep the
first.
change. And that's that keep the changes from Sean, by the way, in chat.
I don't know what's going on.
Is it,
anymore.
what, two's, what is it, more than 2, or does 2 count as 1?
Candy scraps.
More than it's.
It has to be
it's-
more than 2.
No, it has
Never
to
roll
be
more than
6
5.
or more.
6 or 6 or more than 2.
What?
No, I was wondering if I couldn't remember if it was more than 2 or more than 1. That's why I was just. I
If you roll
didn't.
more than 1, it's a success.
I mean the number on the dice. Jesus God. 2 successes.
Are you absorbing?
What's going on?
We have
Okay,
broken
so
Anna.
you successfully do all of this. And such heavy coinage falls that the 2 people that were chasing you are incapacitated by the coinage, and yet still there are more bad agents because you're starting to realize that just about everybody here is a grandma.
We are in
Feel like we're
the
theirs.
grandma.
But this is
Yeah.
not bingo parlor.
Is there bingo in the
But
casino?
I like bingo.
what you do see
And yelling at children.
I do
is
enjoy it.
a woman come running out of the lavatory and towards the front door.
My foe has gotten past me.
Fist harder next time.
Cartwheel faster.
Okay? I can do that.
Only on Geek Space.
Yeah, right? So the 2 of you have finished your race, but like there's nobody there. there's maybe a line of guys with guns that you just bowl through. And it has become very, very clear that this is not somewhere you want to be anymore, and perhaps you should make a hasty retreat with your friends intact. And you, in this cloud of smoke, the glasses start beeping.
They are beeping. The ones on my face. Beep. Hello?
The 2 people in the cars hear her say, "Hello?" And then you hear, "Low battery."
We've had communicators this entire time.
I'm just like,
Hello?
cars aren't supposed to be able to talk until the 2000s.
Hello?
You hear that,
Do I hear that?
and you all hear each other what you're saying in confusion.
Hello?
Except for you.
There's-
Oh, okay.
didn't-
Husband?
Which one?
Husband? Husband!
Yes.
2.
I will not speak to you. Other husband!
So 2 strange discoveries today. Apparently I'm married to my car. And it's Peruvian. Fitz!
You
And I
are
blocked him!
you are impossible!
Your husband.
You are impossible! And both of you need to come. You please. Actually.
So I'm assuming
Justin?
while you're doing this, you're coming running
Yes,
out
I am
and seeing
coming out.
him and the mayhem and agents everywhere starting to like pick themselves up and pick up guns.
Justin, I am going to need you to inform John that the both of you need to come back to the lobby as we are about to have a firefight.
Low battery.
Who are you talking
Please
about? This
relay this message to John as I am not speaking to him.
I'm
Who's
still
John?
here. As you do that, I'll go full reverse
beep.
and press my last button, which is called junk in the trunk.
Did you already say this?
No, because I have
Well,
5.
I
so-
pressed all the buttons. That's
Oh,
what
I
you
did press
said.
all the buttons. Damn it! I will still back up full speed just to crash through the lobby.
Okay,
Okay.
before he does that, I'm gonna pull my second lever that says WANG, which stands for Weaponized Automatic Nasty Guns.
Ooh, those are some nasty guns.
Nasty guns. And so he doesn't like get any damage from driving through the wall. It's just gonna these 2 guns come out.
And do a perfect little.
Yeah, they shoot a hole in the wall like a tunnel.
And then you can both drive through that, and that you are
As
now
opposed
in
to
the
non-weapon.
like.
And every time it shoots, it's like nasty,
with the gambling and all
nasty.
Right.
I think it's like,
That's what the gun sounds like.
It's like nasty.
Can someone clip that so I can make it my ringtone?
Yes!
I would love that.
And then you both drive through one after the other and skid inside the lobby, knocking gambling machines everywhere. Poor civilians that have no idea what's going on. They were just here to waste all of their money at this casino that they love, yet they never seem to take home any money from.
Oh my gosh.
Are confused, and other people are pulling out massive guns and stuff like that. And you are both right next to each of the cars. I'll let you pick which ones.
I am next to his car.
I'm also next to his car.
There's more room.
It's a big car.
It's an Aston Martin.
Yes. Emphasis on the ass.
Muffet, please inform my husband who I am not speaking to, as she whips out her largest weapon. You don't know where she kept it, but trust me, it was well concealed.
I turn to Dustin and I say, your wife is not talking to you.
Wrong.
And I'm going to level my firearm at the nearest grandma and open fire.
So it's basically a minigun, and what you do, I'm not even going to make you roll on this. You basically do, what happens is the line of fire that actually has all these little pops in front of them, and they all like fall dramatically and go, with like no blood or anything like that. They're just automatically incapacitated by you shooting right in front of them. It's a miracle.
It's amazing.
Really. It's amazing how that happens in shows. So they're held off for the moment, but it is probably wise to beat a hasty exit after the one who's trying to escape.
No.
Will someone tell my wife that it's a human mistake as I put it into fourth gear and turn on Black Power again, full speed after the one for chasing, that it's common to forget birthdays when you're in the middle of a firefight.
I forgive you.
I said my wife, not my husband.
Oh, well. I just look a little sad in the corner.
Will someone please inform my husband that this is the second time he has missed my birthday? And the second time he has used the excuse of being in a life or death situation at the time.
Well, you told my wife the first time was during the Korean War.
Will you tell my husband that this is no excuse?
I go and I get in Dustin's car and I say, can you leave those two?
Full speed.
And you see a car with the agents escaping zoom past the front windows. Your only lead zooms by the front window.
So, as his car begins to drive, she drops her now exhausted minigun, pulls off her scarf, and uses it to lasso John's car as he goes by the reinforced side mirror, and very smoothly jumps and uses the trajectory to dive into the open window. It's the back seat of the car.
I'm going to assume you slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
No.
We have done the maneuver many times.
All right, so... And now you are in... So now you're both cars are going in pursuit, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Please.
I want to attack it.
Okay.
Yes, we are headed this way.
So-
We have picked up the very subtle
So,
hints
I'm gonna roll.
that are being laid down.
So I'm gonna pull another lever, or actually, well, it's not like one of those like levers that you pull. It's one of the ones that like you grab it, you turn it, and then you pull it up. And it says BANG, which stands for big ass nasty guns. But big ass nasty gun. And it's a giant cannon that comes out of the top of the mini, and it literally does just shoot a cannonball.
Okay,
Just
roll
one cannonball.
roll guns. Or shoot.
Oh, shooting.
Yeah, which you, I believe, only have 3.
Yes.
Well, and,
I got 2 though.
Nice.
I got 2.
Okay.
That's a 4.
All right, so the cannonball hits a nearby ship and sinks it.
Oh no, my boat.
No,
Ship?
it,
You saw my battleship, you did?
I guess it goes clear through the windows of the car you're pursuing, and like,
Does it knock someone's head off?
If it did, could I have it?
No,
Ed?
but
Keep it fun.
the valet, who was also getting ready to try and stop you guys with guns, gets hit and goes through another 3 windows.
He was
like,
murdered an innocent
afterwards,
person.
so-
No, he's a bad valet.
No, he was the valet.
He's a bad valet.
There's no such thing as a bad valet.
Nobody in
This
this
is also
show
like-
has been murdered.
Yeah,
I'm
nobody,
pissed.
nobody has died.
That's right.
Actually, roll
but
it
People
down.
don't die in these things
Am I-
unless it's very, very specific.
Am I driving by the valet after he got hit?
Well, no, he's gone through like multiple walls and.
I'm not going by him at
No,
all.
no, he's gone. He's gone. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna take him with me.
What?
People aren't trophies, Andy.
I want his arm.
Andrew, who does have a habit for taking arms in RPGs.
Yes.
This is true.
And then trying to sell them and blowing our cover.
I think our cover has been blown.
Yes.
I
Or the
hope-
big
it
nasty
was.
gun.
I hope our cover
right.
enjoyed it.
I just got a roll of 3 for drive with the black power turned on, with my goal of getting to the next to this power so that my wife can jump in using
I
her.
am in your car!
Yeah, no, so you can jump out of the car
You
into
do
the.
not ever pay any attention to what I am doing.
I'm trying to get you next to her. You use your fisting powers to take her out. You're a master fister. So it's clear that you have to save the day
So it is very true.
using your French fisticuffs to go in.
It's not necessarily French.
What's your drive roll?
3.
You can't catch up.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, she's gaining ground. What? Give me a drive roll. Not a lot of ground, but she was gaining some ground.
Justin, bump draft me.
2.
How fast is this woman?
You get out behind them.
Is she in a car as well?
What's that?
Is she in a car?
You might have missed that.
I did. I think I was ranting about something at the time.
Probably.
So is it? Please inform me when it is my turn.
Well, there is one other solution that we can do.
Oh, trust. I am about to. I am way ahead of you.
I can press the eject button and shoot you forward.
I would not like that.
Genius.
All right, so let's do another round of drives, unless people are gonna try and do something.
I am
else.
going to attempt I will take one of my sharpshooter weapons. I will roll down the window. I will give John a purposeful look. He knows what he did. And I will get myself out of the door. Hold her steady, honey. And I will take out one of the tires of the vehicle we are pursuing.
Okay, give me another drive check and give me a shoot. He keeps it steady for you.
I have only rolled wait, is it a 7? Never mind. I rolled a 2. 3.
3. Okay. 3 hits the tires, but it's not blown out. It's not losing air fast enough to like.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a little while.
They are incredible tires.
Honey Bear, use this. And I pull out a pick right here and pass it over. Press the button, aim. Grappling hook shootout.
What are you doing?
All right. First, that'll be the next
Yeah.
one. First, give me another couple of drive rolls.
I'm never trusting you
Mumford, do
again.
you wanna?
How far would you say
forgot
Andy's
about
car
your
is away
bells.
from?
Pretty far.
Pretty far.
Yeah. I mean, like.
I got 5. I got 5. Full roll. I win the game.
Does that mean he's closer?
That means
Yes,
I win.
that does mean he's closer. How close are you looking? What do you want to do?
Well, I have a light bulb appears in Mumford's head, and I go over to Justin, and I start unbuckling his belt, and I'm just fidgeting with it, and stay still, and I take off his belt, and
Do you think this is time for this?
I think.
There is always time for this part.
While he's in the middle of doing it, the key pops out. It's like, ding!
I was unaware that you had a problem.
And I pull the belt, and I kind of crawl out to the side of the hood, and I press the magnet button to try to pull us closer to the other car.
That is actually very clever, mon frère.
Are you ashamed of yourself?
Never!
That doesn't work.
'Cause
However,
no one works on the inside.
The car is now a unicorn
Yeah, whoa.
because it's got the little thing in the front. Yeah.
Am I just stuck though? My thing's just kind of like hanging out.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
But you are getting closer to the car. How was your
Still
drive
there.
roll?
Oh, for the sit round, I haven't done it yet. It is adequate at a 3.
Okay. So you were basically you forget that which side to drive on again. So you're both side by side and heading towards the vehicle that you're in pursuit of now, and not terribly far behind. I forgot to roll her drive roll. Yeah. You gain up, and you're pretty close behind her. You're pretty close behind.
Taking another shot.
Okay.
Fanny pulls herself out of the window, seats herself very classy, on the edge of the how you say door, and the window, and she takes aim using the how you say hood of the car. And I have rolled 3 successes.
Are you not going to use the
Okay.
purse?
No! I am not going to use your purse. I do not wish to go flying through the air. I do not wish to ruin my hair. I do not wish to scuff my shoes. Do you know that these shoes are Chanel? Honestly.
So what did you fire?
My sharpshooter weapon onto the tire.
Again, the
Yes.
same tire?
Yes, apparently the tire has structural integrity and we are going to downgrade it.
Oddly enough, it does.
Excellent.
And you do downgrade it some more.
Excellent. And it is not popped yet.
No.
I am beginning to very much respect the engineering of the grandma.
Grandma, it tested. Grandma.
All right, so I think that was that round.
Unfortunately, yeah.
This is, how you say, war of attrition.
All right, so give me another set of drives,
Okay.
and then
5 again.
okay.
Damn.
Also, wait, can I attack?
No, you're driving, but
Okay, do
But-
that thing then.
you
What thing?
are now close enough that you could probably reach the other car with the belt,
And with my
with
5
the
athletics.
magnetic belt, and your 5 athletics.
Then I
Yes.
choose what?
I am so afraid
Isn't
right
it
now.
already gone? Yeah, but it's gone.
Those mics are
Is it not?
definitely
Spare.
picking up the
Okay.
whole
It's like
conversation.
a spare tire.
So, I reach into the glove compartment, and there's a spare contact card that I found lying around, and I use the belt I grab the magnet belt and I cartwheel off from one car to the other car with the magnet connecting, and I move my way in the top, and the window is already shot a hole in it or something, and I throw the contact card in to see if I can explode it inside the vehicle.
Are we trying to capture her
You have to
alive?
light it
I'm
on
trying
fire
to.
first.
But why do you have to light it on fire first?
Because that's what I did at the beginning of the game.
Well, then I light it on fire. Let me roll fire. Match happened.
At some point, I feel that perhaps we started ignoring the rules of how you say physics.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful, and I'm envisioning it in my head, and it is majestic.
He had dildo tires. Why do I go for a cartwheel? All of my stuff is practically grounded in science.
Okay.
Mom would be so proud.
So roll your athletics.
I've also decided that MOM, the company that I work for, stands for my own mother. Three.
Oh my god.
Okay. You successfully managed to get onto the car. However, you are clumsy.
Nah.
It says that under your traits, under your flaws, that you are clumsy.
That means I get a karma point?
Your main skill is athletics and you're
If
clumsy.
you had said you attempt to do this, and you fail, then you would get a karma point. But because you didn't, what I am giving you is success. You were on the car. Failure, the card that you found, which was like a birthday card from his mother, is on fire, and you go to toss it, and it singes your eye, falls back into your face, singes an eyebrow before flooding away behind you, and you smell a little bit of burnt hair. Do you want to take another shot at tire?
I think it's very strange that my
No,
birthday card-
instead, I think I will take my clutch and I will tuck it underneath my arm securely. I will then climb out of the car and onto the hood of the car. I will then use the pick and I will attempt to grapple
Yes.
onto the vehicle we are pursuing.
Okay. Give me a shoot.
That's my wife. That's my wife.
1, 2, 3.
You succeed.
Excellent.
You are sufficiently grappled to the... pink.
Can I like whoosh?
with that noise.
Can you what?
Whoosh.
No, not yet. Next round you can
I will wait my turn.
You are going to whoosh.
You have already whooshed.
Roll to whoosh.
I want to join in the whoosh. It's fun.
It's the whoosh off.
all right, so
Move whoosh off.
one more round of drives.
Yeah. The mighty
Whoosh.
whoosh.
Ah, 4.
What do you mean?
still really
Four's
good.
really good.
I know, but I wanted 3 5s in a row.
For 3 6s.
Right? No, actually, one of them was a 5 3. So it's not
that
4,
is
it's
a
3.
failure.
Okay, you both lose ground,
Yeah.
but you are on the car.
Yes.
And the grappling hook just starts going further out. You probably want him to get closer
Broken
again
bones.
before you
Hulk
try and...
John, what
Unless
are
you
you doing?
want to do an athletics roll that may have dire consequences.
John, what are you doing? Step on it.
Going as hard as I can right now.
Step on it. Go harder. Imagine that it is the time that we spent in Tasmania. Do you remember?
Extra gear time.
Give me another roll.
4.
You make up the ground.
I will whoosh.
Do give me an athletics, but it's going to be a heck of a lot easier.
Alright. Oh.
Okay. You get on, but you're not steady. That's all you get to do. But you were on that car. You were both grappled like those little clinging frogs to the back bumpers of the car.
Beautiful.
Like perched there, like, oh god, what have I done?
This is beautiful.
My bad. Pull it together.
Ah!
Think of love of country and mother.
I do love those things.
Climb, man.
I just have an umbrella stick as a weapon at this point. Like I just have a stick that's a broken umbrella.
So you were already on the car. Would you like to do something?
Yeah. Are any of the windows, like, what are the state of the windows? Are they all...
They had a cannonball run through them, so the back windows are out.
Guys.
They're gone.
So the back window of the car, I grab it and I do a handstand up, and then I swing my legs through, and I project myself roughly into the passenger seat of the car.
Till you get in.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought for a second you had been trying to like go at her.
I was thinking like I want to be like the Jeff Goldblum's daughter in Jurassic Park 2, where she does like handstands and beats up dinosaurs
Which
for no
was
reason.
the worst part of that movie.
It was that's what I'm going for.
It was cute.
I would argue that Vince Vaughn might have been the worst part about that
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
So anyway,
Using the second one.
That
I
was
don't
the
think
second
it's
one.
yeah.
I apologize
Oh,
to
goodness.
everyone.
All those Jurassic Park 2 lovers.
So,
I
Two
do
of them.
not love the movie.
just that moment,
Just that moment.
apparently.
Just that moment. It was. It
I
was.
see
It
why
was.
it's cool.
It was chef kisses. It was delicious.
Chef kisses are delicious.
You can
It's
call me
a-
Chef Kisses.
Give me
I
an
thought my name was
athletics.
Chef Kisses.
Mumford, give me an athletics
It
roll.
was beautiful.
To see how epically you get into the car.
2.
Okay, you get into the car and are prepped to do another action, apparently.
I'm just gonna, hello.
So, make me another round of drive rolls.
Oh, God. If you get a 0, do we just die?
0 is
My car just
10.
breaks
I'm
down.
gonna press that
It just stops being a car.
communicator
It
that we heard
disappears.
before.
And
Default.
And be like, Justin.
Battery
0
low.
is 10.
Justin.
Well, no, but 0 successes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Awesome.
2.
Okay.
2.
Ew.
I agree with Grinny. I agree with Grinny.
So
Grinny,
roll
I
again.
love you. Do not abandon me. You are a treasure.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have to roll again.
You can have all of my after dinner meals.
Wow.
That's the part you find someone who doesn't like him.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
We die.
you would have fallen behind, oh goodness. I need both of our froggies to roll athletics rolls.
I'm sorry, did you just call him a Frenchman?
No, you're those little clingy frogs with the section
Oh.
cup fingers on the cars.
Thought you were making a very rude
No.
comment.
No.
But my
Excellent.
athletics?
Yes.
Oh, this is not going to go well for me. Oh, 2.
Okay. So what happens is, in the blink of an eye, the woman driving the car cuts the wheel, pulls the car into 90 degrees,
Can't do that.
bails out. You hit the car. As it's turning around, you manage to fall into the car.
Which
So
car?
you're only a little dazed. The car that you were clinging to.
Alright.
So you're only a little dazed. It'll take you around to recover from it.
John!
And you narrowly miss it, but like swerve a bunch and like brake yourself because everybody's stopping, right? You might as well, but you're a little ways down. And you manage to not like get dazed or take any damage or anything like that. You see her bail out. In fact, I'll even give you an athletics roll right now to do something.
Three.
You just barely, you reach out to grab her before she bails out of the car and like just brush, caress her shoulder as she goes, like,
That's cute.
good job.
Oh, I love that bird.
Yeah, it's a pat on the back. He's like, you got out of here. And then I'm imagining I'm just in the car going,
And she,
car make
both. You can't tell.
she hits the ground running.
Oh, jeez.
What?
This woman,
good.
she is very impressive.
I'm-
She should be a sister.
She's
Wait.
a grandma.
Is she's ahead of me?
No, you were further down the road, but she's booked it down an alley. You're gonna have to ditch the cars.
Somehow 2 pencils.
No, I have a
got here.
tiny car.
Yeah, there
No,
were
you do.
2 pencils on
I
every
do.
table. So
I do have a
Justin
tiny
Time has
car.
a mini.
I'm driving a mini.
This is like the Italian job right now.
Yeah,
Just like the Italian job.
it's gonna take you a turn to get back there and into the alley.
Okay.
Just in time, you are only hope.
I'm my driving skills though. I'm going to roll to see if I find a shortcut.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna roll to see if there's a map in my glove box that shows a
What?
shortcut.
to see if I am
I-
getting drunk.
It's only going to take you 1 turn to get there. There's no
But-
shortcut that will take less
But what
than
if
1
I'm-
turn to get there.
Already there.
Like, it's the closest side street.
Okay.
Take the win. Take the W.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so.
May I go?
Not this turn, because you
'cause
got.
I am dazed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm confused.
and confused.
But, So you stop cars, you're dazed, and then you, Andy, you're gonna bring Justin, you are going to bring the car back and line it up with the alleyway. Do you want to give me a drive roll to see how that goes?
Oh, yes. I got a 3.
Okay. You lined up. You're good. Brother Love.
I'm gonna jump out and see if my wife is okay.
Good call.
Oh, honey.
Honey bear.
No rolls needed.
I think I scuffed my shoe.
Fate worse than death.
And what would you like to do?
Is the car still in motion?
Not really.
No.
I mean, like it.
I would
could
like
be,
to
but not well.
use my athletics skill to flip out of the car and somersault all the way over to the woman, and I'd also like to use my 4 in persuade to convince you to let me do it. I'll go ahead and roll first. I'll roll before you finish.
You know,
Okay.
that was, I believe that was Marcus's, I am an adorable scamp face.
It's a shame I'm gay. So, so what did you roll for the athletics?
I got 4. Wait, hold on. 5. I got 5. Wait, does the 0?
No, you got 5.
Yeah, I got 5.
You moved them after you
Oh, did
moved
I?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. I got 4.
4 is solid.
No, I got 5.
You got 5.
I got 5.
It's a 7.
I thought it was a 1 making classes.
All right,
I got
fair enough. You just barely managed to see her duck through a door.
She went that way. In midair.
And now you can all, like, pursue. We can stop necessarily taking turns. I'm assuming you're all going to run after her towards
Okay.
that door, right?
Sounds good.
With my small pistol in hand, armed with the tranquilizer.
So everybody roll 1d10 and tell me what you roll.
Oh god.
I'm scared.
7.
9.
Okay. So, you are first, second, third, fourth through the door.
Can we do like an action pose as we go in?
Yeah. It's an empty room
I
with...
walk in. My action pose. I walk in. I just rip off one arm of my leather jacket.
I am assuming
I
that
just have umbrellas there,
you
probably.
go through the door. I mean, you're the
Yeah.
first one there. You don't necessarily have to go through in that order.
hell
You
yeah.
could stop, but
Yeah.
no, you're going.
I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going right
That's-
in, and I am.
Because you think you're invisible. That's fair.
Yes.
No, it says it
I'm-
on his character sheet.
Yeah.
Wait, does it?
I'm invincible, and I'm too cocky.
Where they said invisible?
So I'm gonna walk in.
She's invisible?
That is also what I heard.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna be like, "Where the dick are you?" And I'm like honestly waiting for a response, like over here.
She's over there, guys.
But then I also pull out a flashlight. And I'm like,
She have a flashlight?
"Yeah, I have a little
You
pocket
see-
flashlight."
Oh, nice.
A face kind of, and then disappear down the ladder with the hatch that goes. Ka-choom, shoom, 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 shoom.
Oh, there's a
She went that way.
there's a lock. Okay.
Oh, there's lock. Good thing that aside from being a master racer, I'm a master lockpicker too.
Yeah.
Full out lockpick. Unstable. This is my 4.
Aww.
I keep seeing the zeros. And I'm like, double.
I know. Can you do this exalted style? Can I get double
Yeah.
for that?
No, it's gonna take you a little while to maybe get through there.
What is this hatch made of? Is it a very thick metal?
The hatch. Yeah.
Then I will, you say, light a cigarette. And is there like a keyhole or some kind of?
Yeah, there's definitely some cracks that you could put that in,
so,
like right around the hinges,
While she
maybe.
is watching her husband fiddle around with his little toys, she takes
They're tools, not toys.
a cigarette and a lighter, and honey, mon petit chou.
My little shoe.
It means cabbage. And
better.
you are, how you say, failing?
Petit chou.
Mon petit chou. That is how I learned to say it.
My little
Chou.
shoe.
Chou.
Are you trying to inspire
cabbage.
me, or are you trying to annoy me?
It means cabbage.
Why are you
Darling,
insulting him like
I
this?
think you need to. It is a term of endearment. I think you need to turn to the left, perhaps to the right. You know, a
Are you
little to the
backseat
left.
lockpicking me right now?
A little to the left, no, right.
I swear to God, this happens every time.
I don't understand what
Look,
is
I
so
will-
difficult about this. If you
Look,
just,
you're
you know,
breaking my
go a
food.
little faster,
All you have to do is just turn.
maybe a little slower. Then, oh, no, darling, your time is almost up. Please step aside. And she will take a cigarette out of the end of the hotel, and she will stuff it into the little crevice, and she said, "Darling, come back,
Oh, is that?
come back."
I'm gonna run and die. This has to be a slow motion moment.
And you all like immediately with shocked looks on your face go outside, plaster yourselves against the log.
Oh.
The door goes.
There we go. Oh, better.
So then you presumably go back down in, and there's the hole blown apart, and then surprisingly, just at the bottom is the operative, like standing there, kind of dazed from the concussive explosion. That because it's a really long ladder down.
I couldn't daze her with coins.
Just throwing him down the hole.
Further.
Gonna shut
With
my trunk.
go for it. Give me a shoot.
Down the hole. 1, 2. That was not great. Don't roll well. Roll very poorly.
What did you get?
I rolled a 2. I got 2 successes. How many successes did you get, Anna?
3 on 3
Someone's
dice.
How dare you, Anna!
So,
How dare you! This
she
woman is
manages to, like,
supernatural.
stumble.
She is a
Oh, perfect.
amazing
And
talent with the running and with the driving and with the fighting. And I think that I have a little bit of a crush. It's,
she starts to stumble down the hallway a bit and is starting to recover.
will you just stop?
No! I like my weathers!
And she's still down at the bottom.
Yes.
So can I use my athletics to roll down there?
Down the hole.
I'm not gonna let you roll like Sonic down this hole.
Well, I was
but
imagining like a slow
will
Sonic.
let you use your athletics to like use the rungs of the ladder
To slide down.
slide down.
Then I
and
would do
recover
that.
at the end.
Oh, she's walking. What if I stop and then insult on
Hey, bring out the cage.
Whoa.
It is that time. Here you
Oh.
go.
Uh-oh. Oh, bad dice.
Dice are going in the chamber.
Bad dice. Okay, so is it possible for me to use my athletics to gymnastics my way down to her and like fall on top of her with athletics? It's not
Are you just gonna
fighting.
flop around?
It's not
Yeah.
fighting.
Are you going to flop around on air?
Always.
I will let you use your athletics to get all the way down in
Okay,
one
that's
turn.
fine. Should I roll?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm so excited that there's this dice prison of shame thing that I've never seen before. It's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, because you guys have bowls of dice for Exalted, you tend not to need it as much. Okay. You get down there in one turn. You can
Yes.
you can try and use athletics to get down there in one turn. Yeah.
Thinking. Okay. I'm going to unblock Fitz. And then Fitz. I know. I'm sorry. You told me the wrong gum and I hurt my finger. I need you down here and I need your help. Okay? I'll send you the coordinates. Bye. So I send him coordinates of where we're at for help.
Okay.
What would this be? Probably.
I'm gonna say that was your turn.
Oh, I don't even have to roll. He's on his way. Fitz is on his way. All right. No, you said
You
that's
don't really
it.
know. You don't really
You
know.
should be mad. I don't know. Should I roll a dice?
You don't speak
I roll one?
gerbil.
Yeah. When Fitz does show up, can Fitz be a giant gerbil?
Yes,
Honey
my
bear.
darling.
No,
Do you
he
trust
lost
me?
his teeth. He doesn't.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab her waist and pull out from my purse Soul Glow. 2 spritzes of my hair, make sure it's perfectly coiffed, and then jump into the hole and begin to press the button as it shoots out a jet of flame to slow the descent down.
Why didn't we just use the grappling hook?
Because you used it already.
It's still in my pocket.
I don't even know what to make you roll.
That's
Roll
why
for
technology.
grappling hook.
I think technology probably is gonna be the one for this one.
Oh yeah, there's a technology thing. Yeah, do that.
That's the first time I've even seen that. I've been looking at the sheet all
The
night.
BL3.
Okay, you managed to succeed. Mumford, roll me in athletics to avoid being burned alive.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Oh right, he's down there.
Yep, thanks,
I was
guys.
thinking how cool it looks.
Like
from my
legitimately, all you have to do is get one success. I'm not gonna let
Well-
you fry.
Well, I got 4.
All right.
Can
You're like ah.
can the flyer blow me into her?
Projecting you forward.
And so you are all down there. She's like stumbling backwards. Like puts her hands up,
Honestly.
then falls unconscious.
Honestly.
Georgia. Georgia boat.
But there's a long tunnel here.
A long tunnel to one.
That's going to kill you.
That is dark. You
Their
are
land,
mixing
maybe?
the references. And no,
Don't you wanna
it is a long tunnel.
Yes.
take it.
Is it a long, tight tunnel?
It's kind of narrow. It's going to be difficult for you to all fit at once, like all 5 of you. I mean, 4 of you. It's, it'll be a squeeze to get all of the various digits in your group together.
Probably
Yeah.
very somewhat dank, but not
Yeah.
unpleasant.
No, not necessarily. As long as you do it carefully.
Yes.
As long as
don't
you
worry.
insert your group and very
worry.
carefully.
Insertion down tunnels of this sort is just the kind of thing I
You get to have a karma plate.
just the thing that I specialize in as a member of Pister.
Yeah. Tight work? Where did you even get that emote?
Wait, yeah, why does that exist? It's the Pornhub logo, but with too tight
work.
or tight work. Yeah.
Too tight.
No,
Wow.
I don't have glasses on.
That's tight.
That's
Wow.
tight. That's tight. That's
That's best.
fest.
So all right, yeah, this is definitely what you specialize in, and because of that, you can have a karma point. Yeah.
Thank you. Where's my karma counting dice go? I'm going to just take this one.
So so there's a long, tight, narrow, kind of dank tunnel, and an unconscious grandma in front of you.
So,
Well, there's nothing worth
Gosh.
a long, tight, dry tunnel.
One of you, perhaps we should investigate ahead, but the first thing we should do is secure the grandma.
yes.
Secure that grandma.
You tried to light
I'm
me on
not-
fire. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go first this time.
I'm married to him now.
Fine, I will just
I doubt.
take my belt out. It has a nice buckle that says solid on it. Whip it out. And
So
then
you're gonna whip it out
Yes, I'm gonna whip it out.
in front of everyone?
It's
Yep.
solid.
Okay.
It's quite solid.
Solid.
As a rock.
Okay. And
Built up.
so what are you doing with your belt?
Oh, I'm gonna tie it around her. Tight. It's gonna be tight fit. Just
Yeah.
as tight as I can make it.
Okay.
We'll make
So
it
you're gonna
work.
whip it out and use it on her.
Yes.
All right. That's fine. I don't, what?
Yeah, I think he's deflating.
That's the air deflating from my soul.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So she is apparently now into bondage, but that's okay. And
Look,
hey,
just because
you
she's a
know, some
grandma.
people like grandmas, some people like leather, some grandmas like leather. We're not going to judge here.
Sometimes you like them combined.
It is
Grandma leather.
all in good
Grandma
fun.
Grandma leather.
It's Grandma Leather Daddy.
All right, so we will secure the grandma, and then we will make our ingress down this.
Wouldn't it be egress?
Ingress is going in. Egress is coming out. We will first go in, and then we will come out.
But I thought we were going
First
out.
in, then out.
But I thought we were out.
First
They were
we
going
go
in.
in the tunnel. We are currently out of the tunnel, and all of us must, as one, go into the tunnel, and then later we will come out of the tunnel.
Are you sure we'll all fit?
I am certain that we will fit, because I will lead the way with my grand experience in such things. And also, to be honest, these walls seem somewhat moist. So I think there will be a certain amount of slippage if necessary.
Excellent. Let's get right in there.
Follow me.
Jump in.
Awah! And we just go.
So now we'll cut to a little bit of a montage of you going down the hallway, taking out a couple of mediocre agents on your way down as you progress into the
Feel bad for those
central
agents.
lair. And just as you get to this central lair, you see the grandma from the video. You win this round, etc., etc., but you will not win this war. And then she gets into a little rocket that shoots off. And your reinforcements show up.
What the?
Of course,
Oh.
always.
And help wrap up everything.
Is
And
it fixed? Is it
Fitz.
legal?
It's
Fitz just
Come
drives
on,
up
boys.
on his own.
No.
Hey guys,
No.
I brought snacks.
Fitz is totally a gerbil. So the little wheel.
With the little headset. With the little headset.
No, yeah, in a little ball.
he's
So he comes
covered.
wheeling up
In like a
with a little
tuxedo.
headset and a little gerbil tuxedo.
How awesome would it be? Like she was running for the rocket. It looks like she's just about to get in the rocket. Then the ball just.
she trips over it. But no.
Aw, she dies.
she dies.
She just dies. It's like $1 Million Baby.
Finally, we
She trips
killed
over the drill
someone.
ball and breaks your neck on the rocket.
So she
Done.
escapes, but with the combined forces that have descended, you manage to secure the facility. The formula that will mold all cheese is there.
We have saved the cheese.
And as far as your scientists can tell, it is all intact. And
Yes.
there's no. You think you have all of the information and the only production facility to it.
Some good hard milk.
We have saved the cheese. The world is secure. It may go on enjoying the many pungent excellenceness. The many pungent delights of fromage.
I pull out some cheese flavored gum and I'm like, I've got this.
Is there any cheese around us?
It's unfortunately moldy cheese flavored. It's like a pungent like blue
Oh, no.
cheese or something. I don't even know.
Okay,
Which
it's
is
gorgonzola.
Yeah.
I like a good gourd.
It's
Love a good gourd.
Yeah.
utterly
Also, I take out
disgusting.
my other gum that's flavored like
It's,
apple.
it's not
you know?
very Gouda.
Oh no.
Unacceptable.
I got nothing anymore.
On the plus side, you do find a vault full of different types of cheese that they were testing things on. So like there's a tested and a testing vault. So you're good. And plenty of cheese around.
I choose to walk over to them and I just put their hands together.
Aww.
In that moment, I press the thing, and then the U.S. Air Force strike team comes from the sky, shooting fireworks that says "Happy Birthday, Franny."
He didn't forget.
Or-
Funny. Funny. I have never in my life gone by funny. I'm funny. There is no R in it. Honestly, John, you had one job. We have been together for how many years? I don't know how to take this. I don't. You honestly, this is just the last straw. I have to just.
And the camera darkens. The credits roll.
And there's an after credits scene of me bathing my mom.
Yes. Yes, there is.
And she's got the same exact voice as me.
It's just like you. It's just you
With
with
a
a
wig,
shower
with
cap.
a shower cap and a wig. Scrubby bubbles.
Oh, dear.
I'm done.
Oh, goodness.
Ow!
Oh my lord.
Oh my god, that was awesome. I'm happy.
I was, for like the last 45 minutes, I'm like, call Fitz. Just fucking call Fitz. Because I should have like specifically been like, you have radios.
Well, I mean, I have a cell phone.
I had a weapon that was a
Sure.
one shot only and a pair of gloves.
I was too much
Points.
fun to call in reinforcements.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could have done that. Like the whole time, you're right.
My head
I
hurts
did.
so much right now.
And it turns out my reinforcements.
So
were-
when you were doing the headphones, the like battery low. At my work, we have a headset thing, and literally, it just yells battery low, like it doesn't stop, like there's no break to get the battery.
So it
It's
doesn't
battery
matter
low.
that the battery is low
Yeah.
and not dead.
Yeah.
It might as well be
It's
dead.
it's just a woman screaming at you.
It's awful. Battery low! Battery low!
Like your
That's I should have had it get more urgent. Your battery is really low!
Low. It's unbearably low, but it will scream for like an hour before it dies.
Oh, goodness. Well, thank you all so much for going on this ridiculous, absurd, chaotic journey.
Yeah.
And thank you all for joining us for it. I
You
really,
changed.
really appreciate it.
Yes, I'm very hot. It's very hot.
It is.
Oh
It's
my
toasty.
god, freezing.
Well, you're by the window.
Yeah.
We're by the wall. To the
Like,
wall.
my-
The window.
To the walls.
Where the sweat drips down my butt.
My sweat drops down my hair.
So who are you all?
I don't know anymore.
Hi, my name is Drunkly Romantic. You can follow me on Twitter at Twitch at Drunkly Romantic. If you hated me during this entire game, don't worry. You're gonna hate me no matter what, so don't follow me. But you can check me out this Sunday. You can follow me on Twitter. We're doing a watch along of the next wrestling pay-per-view at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Rabbit, so you can join me there and check me out. It's gonna be fun to launch a new show that I'm actually working on, so you can check that out.
That's crazy. That's
Ballroom
spicy.
Blitz.
I'm Andy Solorsano, but on the Twitters and the Twitch, you can find me as space_cat189. I stream sometimes, not that much lately because my internet sucks.
Boo internet. Was it Comcast?
It's our location.
What's the name of the company?
It's
Fuck you, CenturyLink.
fuck you, Fitz.
The gerbil?
That's about it. I just like pull out the gun. Bam.
Be if the
Bye,
glove
Fitz.
fits.
No, I'm just kidding. That is not canon. Fitz is alive and well.
Yes,
You,
please don't
you
kill
don't
Fitz.
think that ball is bulletproof? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, it's like
It dings off and like grazes me in the cheek. I'm like, ow!
again, Fitz.
I'll never be an actor again.
Again.
I don't know anymore.
We lost AJ a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
Hi everyone,
So
my name is
sorry.
Alvin. I'm bowling yet again. You can find me Fridays here for Exalted Games of Divinity. Not next Friday, but the Friday after that. Otherwise, you'll see me around. I'm usually hanging around these goofy people, slipping into people's streams randomly. And
Just slipping it in there.
just slipping in
He
there.
does
Yeah.
slip it into mine randomly.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
We kind of assumed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
my.
not to be like...
No, it's fine.
But yeah, you can catch me at Alvin.
There's
on
a
Bowling.
safe word. It's cool. And I am Lizzie the Bold. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Lizzie the Bold. And I am a affiliate, a part-time streamer, very, very part-time right now, on Thursdays at 7 p.m., except for this next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. And you can also find me right here on GeekSpaceTV on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time for Leviathan Distant Stars, which is awesome. And you should check it out.
So good.
But not this coming Wednesday.
But not this
because of
coming
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Next.
And-
So you can't see me at all next week.
And next week, no Exalted either.
Yeah,
because of
sorry, we forgot to
Thanksgiving.
mention that too.
So,
I mentioned it.
Did you?
Yes, because I'm responsible. I do things safely.
I don't know where I am.
I am Anna Geeks, and normally I try not to like promote my own stuff, but I kind of have to in this case. I am also a broadcaster on my own channel, twitch.tv/AnnaGeeks. I actually do a fair amount of talking about behind the scenes stuff for here because I run this here studio thing. And herd all the cats and put all the gear together and stuff like that. And I do a fair amount of talking about that on my stream. Doing a lot more crafting these days, doing some gaming. So that's what I do most days of the week. I am going to be broadcasting on Thursday, even though it's Thanksgiving, because fluff that noise.
Yeah.
Do it.
Thanksgiving is dumb. And it's full of food that I can't have. So, I mean, that's the truth of it. That's a huge portion of why I hate it. Many years of sitting there listening to everyone talk about how great Thanksgiving is for all of the food that I can't eat. And sitting there watching people be like, I'm so full. And I'm like, I'm so hungry.
Just get full on squash.
Mashed potatoes and
Yeah, usually there's too much milk in it. And I
Pork-
can't have
pork-
it.
pork-
Yorkshire pudding.
Never had it.
Yorkshire pudding?
Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, I heard
Yorkshire
pork
pudding.
share pudding.
At
Like,
my
that sounds
house,
awful. I'm not
because
sharing
my
no pork
mother
pudding.
is
I
English,
dropped
we
about
have
$100
Yorkshire
in pork
pudding.
shares.
Never had it.
It's a big loss.
It's delicious.
But 90% of it, like, if I'm lucky, then I can have mashed potatoes. And that's only if they're specifically catering to me
Can I-
and not putting milk
Can I
in it.
like just make you a Thanksgiving dinner that you can eat?
Yeah.
Probably not. It's probably not actually possible.
It's definitely
But
possible.
you can do it.
while I
In the
Something
world
challenge.
of food,
while I
anything is
appreciate
possible.
the thought, at this point I've just kind of given up on the holiday and don't really care.
What if I make it for you for like St. Patrick's Day?
Do you like
comes-
green beans?
St. Patrick's Day, like the meatiest.
So anyway, we're not sitting here talking about my various food allergies
Stop
and
talking about meat holidays,
intolerances. But what else have we got? We're doing brunch tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Brunch tomorrow.
I've refreshed the page for donations. We're doing brunch tomorrow morning, 11 p.m. 11 a.m. I keep doing that because I'm thinking Pacific time.
Oh God, it starts
So
in half
P
an
for
hour.
Pacific. Thank goodness no. Brunch starts in 12 and a half hours at 11 a.m. Pacific time and goes till about 5 p.m. Hopefully we'll see some of these faces there. I don't know, but we will see mimosas and this weird French toast casserole thing that I made on stream
What?
today. I don't know.
What?
Probably going to be way too sweet for my taste, but
Andrew,
that's
could you bring
great.
some to me?
And then no broadcast this coming week, and then we'll be back the following week. So hopefully you have enjoyed this.
Also,
Hopefully you have enjoyed this wonderful, wonderful chaotic. Calamity.
I said it already earlier, but if any of you are in Seattle, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, go to Outsider Comics for a local comic shop day. I will be running a game of Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers. I dropped a link on my Twitter for how to go to the event. Do it if you're in Seattle. If you're somewhere else, try anyways. I mean, you got some time to get here.
Gelfork, we do
Come down.
brunch right at Geek Space.
Mimosa.
Plus, I promised you 2 bonus 6-hour streams, so there's one of
Casserole
them.
just sounds like
So let me read out these wonderful donations that these wonderful people have sent us. Thank you so much, everybody that hosted and maybe followed or tweeted out the stream, retweeted the stream, enjoyed our inanities, made clips and shared those. Like, we really, really appreciate
Yes.
all of the
Yes.
sharing goodness and love, and the donations. Thank you. We'll start with Ifrithiel at $5.55. Ifrithiel says, "Havarti some bread for if and when cheddar you find do that cheese."
Oh, wow.
Hashtag
Oh, my God.
Spychedelic.
that was
You know
too
what,
many just
Ifrithiel?
crammed in one. That was condensed.
You know what,
Did you get
Ifrithiel?
chunky?
You're lucky that you're such a majestic human being.
Oh,
That point, Liz has got
Because
a
you
point.
are a majestic and wonderful human being, and thank you.
Yeah.
But damn,
Yeah.
damn.
Thank you. Next is William_TW with $15.76. There are no words.
year.
Special thanks to my compatriot Francine, Femme Fatale, and French Spy, or Fra in Leviathan speak. Also, thanks for the slideshow. I really less than 3 this art. Thank you all for the slideshow. Make sure that you use the link if you are a fan artiste. Use the link that hopefully one of the moderators will put into chat for you as I'm requesting it, so that we can properly attribute the art that you make to you and put it in the slideshow. I don't want to, this is a decision that I made, I don't want to include art that we can't attribute in some way, shape, or form. You can, I guess, like, you don't submit it anonymously, but if you want it to be anonymous, just put that in the notes thing, but let me know who made it so that I can verify that it's not just somebody else submitting it, basically, right? But there's a notes section. Anything you want to tell us, tell me that you don't want to be attributed, just put it up there, and we'll put it up there. But submit it so that we can put it in the fan art slideshow. It would make me really, really happy to fill that out even more. Also, I do want to say it seems that there's an error in the slideshow as it stands now. I think that something was attributed to Android and should have been attributed to Ozai, as I understand it. I'm sorry for that. Ozai will get that fixed for the next show. All right, so thank you, William, very much for that $15.76. Next, we have Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse is her name, also known as a gas deceptive mirror. With $10, I need more of this desperately. All in caps, save the cheese, save the world! Hence, I too shall throw pennies at you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danger Mouse. Next up, Grinny Weasley with $5. She flies through the air with the greatest of ease, the daring young gal on the toilet trapeze. Her movements were graceful, all guys who could please, and my love, she flushed away.
It's tragic.
Wow.
Thank you, Grinny. Very, very much appreciate the donation. Left-handed monkey wrench once again, not the right-handed one. The left-handed monkey wrench. $75.
Holy crap!
Whoa!
Okay.
Thank you. I don't remember the last time I laughed so hard. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you,
I'm glad that
left-handed
you-
monkey
I'm
wrench.
glad you were amused
Uh,
by our booshes.
I'm not sure the proper pronunciation of this, so I'm going to go with Void Smoker
Yeah.
with $50.
Voice spoken, thank you.
The Spy game has never had this much game before.
Oh. Right.
Can I raise my hand for something real quick?
No.
Well, I
So,
anyway.
thank you. No, go for it.
Void Smoker actually made some wonderful art of our characters.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And it is
really
cool.
cool.
I'm just gonna hold it up, Brooke, so you guys can see it. Chat can't see
It's
it.
so cool.
Oh
That's
my
amazing.
god!
Yeah, it is. I just want to pull that up because that popped up on my feed, and I've been like, I saw it on my phone a second ago, and I was like, I need to look at this.
That's amazing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That was just fantastic.
Oh my gosh! I
It's
can't
so
believe
good.
y'all. There are so many,
Yeah.
so many incredibly majestic people in this chat right now.
So,
So many.
Oh my god.
I do also want to say, like, we call it fan art, but you know what else is art? A lot of things. So it doesn't necessarily have to be visual. If you want to, for example, send us a poem and submit that, do it. Go for it. Like, as long as it's short enough that I can put it in into the slideshow, like that it'll fit in a legible font, do it. Galfork. And anyone
That's a
else
subtle
that
hint.
has writing talent.
This is amazing.
No, absolutely. Like, there are a variety of different talents. We don't want to just focus on that. Obviously, the visual is very, very easy to grab people with, so that's helpful for promoting stuff. But we will include other stuff if you want to submit it.
You
as
look
well.
like John Boyega.
So,
Sidney Poitier, which is
Oh, Sidney Poitier.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, you
sure,
do.
yeah.
thank you, Void Smoker, for that, for the fan art and for the donation. We really, really appreciate that. Anon with $10. Low on funds, but want to support this wackiness.
Thank you
yeah.
so
much.
Well done, everyone. Yes, Anna 2, less than 3.
Yes, Anna.
Thank you, anonymous
killed it.
crazy pants.
Like,
We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very, very much, anonymous person. We appreciate that. Grinny Weasley with $3. Hashtag goals. And I think that's when we hit the goal.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
We went over it. We went over our $300 goal by $36.
Thank you, Grin
thank you.
Fandango.
Yeah.
Thank you. Theater Nerd with $21.
Nerd.
Love the show. This cast is amazing. Anna, you should GM more. I definitely want more of this. Thank you very, very much, Grinny. Or, excuse me, Theater Nerd. Grinny was the last one. Theater Nerd, thank you very, very much. I really, we all appreciate it. And the last one that I have on the books is Diana Moon X with $15. DONATION. Department of Ne'er-Do-Well Agents tipping insane online nonprofits. Sorry, I tried.
What is it spelled? D-O...
Donation.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
That is
Thank you so
Department
much.
of Ne'er-Do-Well Agents tipping insane online nonprofits.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's awesome. This was hilarious, and hope this isn't the last of the etc. agents. Just remember to not swallow Tiny Tater Tyler.
Yes.
He's okay.
He may
He's safe.
cause some indigestion.
Oh, okay.
Really
That
well
was
done.
good.
Thank you all so very, very much. One last time, tomorrow morning, in like just over 12 hours, we'll be live with brunch in my apartment. So
Thank you to Anna.
so there will be
Congratulations.
cats.
Yeah.
Ooh, kitties.
And we'll see if we can add another show to the thing for we'll see. I don't know. There's no time left of this season. It's gotta be season 1. So we'll season 2. So we'll see. And we've got the season break coming up where we're planning on having 3 different shows, hopefully.
Yeah.
That are just for the break, and it'll be a good opportunity for us to check out some new people, bring some new people in, and see how they do, and do some stuff that we don't normally like want to do a full show with. Like we're trying to talk to some friends about a horror show, which wouldn't really work for ongoing stuff, but would work for a short run and stuff like that. So thank you all very, very much. I'm checking one last time. We are solid. We are good to go. You are all amazing, shining monkey unicorns.
Oh my! What sound would that make?
I have no idea. What do you think? I'm Strix? Speaking
So
of
the curtain
Strix,
just opens.
Well.
speaking of Strix,
God.
I'm just saying maybe you should tune into brunch tomorrow.
Yeah. Huh?
And I'll leave it at that. Thank you all very, very much for joining us on this
We
crazy
have a
ride.
Strix lookalike coming.
And we will see you tomorrow morning for brunch.
Be there.
Do it.
Bye, guys.
Brunch,
Bye,
be there.
guys.
Mimosas,
I gotta
tons
hit
of
the
drinks,
button.
and tons of
Dogs
flowers.
flying
And it's raining
everywhere.
buttons. My button press the sponge.